Hey everybody, and welcome to Playtendoguy and Andy Goes Live. And today we're joined by, well, he's disappeared, but Ryan of Let's Get Kickin' Movies, as well as our special guest of the night, Movies with James.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Been wanting to have you on the channel for quite a while. Your channel is absolutely fantastic. You do some really great videos. So I've always wanted to have a chat with you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah. Is he doing the dishes?
Sounds like.
I'm not doing the dishes. I'm doing the coffee.
Okay.
Look, mate. You know
what?
What
A very professional start, but hey.
Well, yeah. Look, man. I've got to have my refreshments, man. It's like.
Don't worry about it.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what has everybody been up to today? For me, I've been filming a couple of videos and I've uploaded them just before we went live. I was going to watch The Conjuring 2, but I changed my mind. What about you guys?
Anyone else first? Everyone.
Do you want to go first, Andy?
All right. So today I've just been at work, but we had a power cut, so pretty much called it quits pretty early. So came home and that's pretty much my day. Nothing too exciting, but yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Well, I had to go into college this morning, which is what a waste of time going in. Like, Dave just for an hour and a half, then I can go home. So basically, I've wasted an hour and a half of my life doing English. So then after that, I went up to Sunderland to go get some stuff from the Arrow sale, which is like only like £8 each at the minute.
Yep, really good sale.
And I've got 5 tiles, and you'll see if you see my new Arrow video coming up. So yeah.
What about you, James?
I was chilling out. I had a day off work today, so I normally work Monday to Friday, but I just decided to book a day off just because why not? And chilled out. I was actually a BT engineer today. Actually, I had to go to my girlfriend's father's house to fix his internet and broadband issues, so I had to go be a BT engineer for the morning. But no, that was it really.
Yeah. So, what was the last film you guys watched? For me, it was the first Conjuring film. I literally watched it because it was on TV, and you know what? I actually quite enjoyed it. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was. And I also watched the first Halloween again with Ryan last night, and again, absolutely loved it. Loved it more the second time watching it. So, yeah. What about you, Andy?
I'd say the last one was probably my last trip to the cinema as well. And that was Halloween Kills. But it was all right. What it was.
What about you, Ryan?
Well, basically, it was literally Halloween yesterday. Well, basically, we had to film the video last night, so basically, we had to watch the film for a refresh. And that's all I watched yesterday. Unless I watched a bit of South Park today. That's about it. Like doing some editing and stuff, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
Yeah, mine was Venom. Venom Let It Be Carnage was my last film. I haven't had a chance over the weekend really, and I did want to watch a film today with being off, but I had to change my girlfriend's light bulb in her car, which she decided to get the wrong bulb. So I've just been really busy, so I just haven't had a chance this week.
It normally is like that on the day off, isn't it? You try and plan something, and then you've got loads of things to do.
I know, you think, I'll chill out now, I'll watch a film or two, and just put my feet up. But every chance I thought, even before the stream, I thought, right, the stream's on at 7, but maybe at 5 I could watch something about 2 hours before. And then I was like, all right, I have to have food, I have to do this, and before you know it, no time. So it's one of them days.
Yeah, normally just as busy as when you're at work, isn't it? When you're off.
Yeah.
But yeah,
exactly.
Let's get into the comments, and we have typical when we first start. Sally's card collection. How are you doing? Really love watching you guys over the week. Thank you ever so much, Sally, for watching. And she's putting like loads of comments and questions down. What are your favourite horror films? Who want to start off first? Do you want to go first, Andy?
Okay. favorite horror films: Exorcist, Sleepaway Camp, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Fright Night. Yeah, they're probably mine.
Great choices there. A lot of them I haven't seen still. What about you, Ryan?
My favorite horror films, I would say. It's a hard question. It is. I like my favorite horror films are Nightbreed. I like Hellraiser. The Exorcist, like Friday the 13th, to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Child's Play. All like the kind of big like slasher things, that kind of stuff. And there was one I recently watched and I enjoyed. I can't remember. Oh, and I am a big, massive John Carpenter fan, so I absolutely adore Halloween as well. And I will also, I think it was The Thing, absolutely smashing, like, film that came out during the 80s. Basically, it was a story called Who Goes, I think it's Who Goes There, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Who Goes There, because it's based off, that's the tale where it's from. That's how The Thing from Another World came to mind. So I always respect John Carpenter's The Thing because it brought something new to the table.
Yeah,
and it's one of the most best remakes you're gonna get out of there.
Great picks. What about you, James?
Horror is the genre which I'd probably say is my weakest in terms of what I actually watch. But I would say I watched it for the first time the other day. So that was enjoyable. I did enjoy it, but yeah, like I said,
is that the new one? Is that the new remake one?
The new one, yeah, the new one.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it though. We did enjoy it. I picked up.
Yeah, the first one is really good. The second one is very overlong.
That's why I picked the second one up in the last video, actually. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that, no, like I said, it's my weakest thing. I've started to pick up some this month. If you see my videos, like every week I've picked up some. I've got I've got The Forest. Oh, I've seen The Forest. That's quite good. The Strangers as well. Is that I've got to watch that, and then It, obviously I've seen now with chapter 2. So yeah, like I said, it's my weakest. I had nothing in my collection that was horror really, and I've taken probably a bad time. October's quite expensive in keks for things like horrors. They the price, but I'll definitely get into that genre at some point more. But
yeah. For me, I wasn't really much into horror. And then like Ryan, Jason, and Andy got me all into like all these sort of different horrors. For me, I'd say Halloween. I definitely enjoyed Halloween 2018, The Thing, American Werewolf in London, and I really do like the old Hammer horror films, as well as one on the Arrow video label called Horror Express, which was also inspired by the book behind The Thing. Yeah.
nice.
Sally says, what film genres are you not a fan of? Well, for me, I'll probably say musicals. I used to like them as a kid, but I've never really got into them ever since. What are you saying, Ryan?
Nothing. You still talking?
No, it's musicals for me.
No, I'm not interrupting you. It's fine. Continue.
You're okay. Yeah, so the genre I'm not that fan of is musicals. Do you want to go ahead, Andy?
I'd say musicals are my least favorite, but that doesn't mean I don't like them. It's just they're just my least favorite. I'll never turn my nose up at a film. I'll always give it a watch. I'll always give it a one-time chance, no matter what it is. But yeah, I don't really say there's a genre I don't like. Like I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch that genre, wouldn't watch that film because it's from that genre. I just don't think that's a fair thing to do. But that's just me. So I don't really have a genre that I don't really dislike.
You're willing to give any film a chance?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ryan?
I absolutely dislike romance films. That's what I don't like. Too lovey-dovey. It's all too much dramatized, and they literally can be shredded to pieces.
They're very predictable.
Well, yeah, because like literally, I just think the weakest thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
Basically, they're more like chick flicks to me. That's what they're all. It's like I just can't get into them unless it's got someone really hot in it.
Fair enough.
It's the only time I can survive a romantic film. You know?
Yeah. What about you, James?
I probably would have to agree with romantic films, borderline horrors, because I don't watch enough of them. So it's like, you know, once I, but like I said, with it, I really enjoyed it. I think with me with horrors now, I get a bit like, oh, I don't like the thought of it, you know, like, oh, I get a bit, I can hear every noise when I go to bed that night, you know, I mean, a bit like that.
Yeah.
But then when I'm watching it, like on it, I was laughing my head off, and like the clown was like running towards the clown. I just laugh in horrors, and then I like watch it. I'm like, oh, it's not even that bad, like, you know. My girlfriend's the opposite. She's like, yeah, let's watch it, and then she's the one like this. So she's, you know. But no, I think romantic films get us, you know, I know what he just said then. I think it's, for me, romantic films can be a bit too fake and a bit too like it's not real life, and that, and it's just too obvious for me. It's just like it doesn't work. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, good. Sally says, "Do you like the Thor films?" Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, I only like the first one and the third one. That's all. That's the only true Thor films I agree with.
Yeah, I agree with you. The second one's very boring and slow.
I just like Ragnarok, really. Ragnarok's. Remember seeing the cinema, it was quite a good vibe.
Yeah, I like all of them. I think the second one gets a lot of shit, just because I do think it's the weakest of the MCU films, but it's not a bad film. I don't think.
No,
I think every MCU film is good, but some are better than others.
Yeah.
But I thought Thor 2 is the weakest of the Thor trilogy, and I'd say Thor Ragnarok's the best, in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We'll just do one last one from Sally, and then we'll leave her because she put loads up here. Do you like Top Gun, and are you looking forward to Maverick? Yeah, I like Top Gun. I think it's a pretty good film. It's got a fantastic soundtrack. Looking forward to Maverick, but it has been delayed, I think, till the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
They might
shame.
as well just release that on Paramount Plus.
I think that's been delayed for like nearly 2 years.
I'm putting out. Well, yeah, because of COVID and everything. No, like basically, I just think it's just stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to end up like we're going to end up going through the same situation, but I just think it's just starting to get more stupid now. Like they even like pushed back Indiana Jones until like.
I see that for another year, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, and then I think that the Marvel films as well. We're supposed to get like four Marvel films. We're only getting 3 now, which is like.
I do wonder whether it's because like the cinema box office has been very low, like the returns have been not that many people in cinemas. Probably they're trying to leave it a little while, and then probably more money will be brought in. I don't know. Have cinemas been busy when you've gone to cinemas, James?
The quietest was actually Black Widow. I definitely would say that. It's got busier, but Shang-Chi was quieter than I thought. The busiest film I've seen was No Time to Die. Sorry, Venom. Venom last week. It was sold out. It was literally sold out. There was no seats left in the screen, which I have never seen that in COVID times, like since COVID, before COVID.
Yeah.
I went opening night to all of them. Can't really say James Bond because I saw it in Screen X, so it was like quiet. It was quiet anyway, no screens. But Shang-Chi was weirdly quiet. I thought, like it was like 7:30, and it must have been 8 people in there. Like,
wow, only that many.
Really quiet Shang-Chi was.
For a Marvel film as well.
I'd probably say Black Widow was busier than Shang-Chi, but Black Widow was like one of the new films that came just after COVID when it had, early in the day. Like so, yeah, Shang-Chi was really quiet when I saw it. But Venom, like I said on Friday, just gone, was heaving. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've heard Venom's been doing really well in the box office.
Yep.
Right.
So,
We've got Edward Coppock here. Hey everyone, hope you're all
Hello.
good. Thanks for watching, Edward. We have Walk On, Always Believe. Watch your lads. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining, mate. I hope you're okay.
Hello.
I've already asked that. Walk On, Always Believe, but thanks for putting it in anyway.
Yeah, no problem.
We have Bristolian Dave here. Hi, Dave. All right, me babbers.
Hey, Dave.
We have Video Tasties here. Gert Lush.
Okay.
I have no idea what that means, but hey. Yep, sounds like someone's putting away the dishes, says Dave.
I was actually getting a cup out the washing tray, so I can make a cuppa.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like-
it's an interesting way to start a live stream. I thought you were washing up.
No, I'll do that after the live stream. I was like, I'm not going to do it during this, man. I would though.
Yeah.
I'll do it on my maybe more funny. My live streams are weird.
We have Soph here. Hey guys, Pete, did you have a good birthday?
Soph.
Thanks, Soph. Yeah, I did.
Mm.
We have Last Chance Chairs here. Good evening, guys. Hey, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Hey.
And we have Frags Gaming here. Hi, mate.
Hey, Frags. How are you doing, well, man?
Thanks for joining. Sophie says, James, where are you from?
From South Wales, just outside of Cardiff, about 20 minutes. So, yep, South Wales.
That's cool. We have Summit here. Fire for some reason. Fair enough. Thanks, mate.
At Lurie.
At Lurie. I have no idea. Frag says, I'm not going to pronounce that.
Northworth. Good evening, James.
Last Chance Chair says, I just finished watching the Tim Burton movie Edward right before the stream started. Cool. Isn't that the one with Johnny Depp in?
Yeah, it is.
Scissorhands, yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I
No.
might be interested.
I bought it recently. I haven't seen it yet, though.
Yeah.
I think it's a masterpiece. It's one of Tim Burton's best movies, in my opinion. I absolutely love it.
I think it's in like a box set, isn't it? With like various other Tim Burton films.
Yeah.
There is a box set I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
I have got a standard Blu-ray, though. I have got a standard Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think they did release it standardly. Is it in black and white?
Yeah.
I want to say it's an anniversary. Can't remember.
I've heard a lot of people say it's a really good film, so I'll probably definitely have to check that out. Video Tasty says, have you seen the Ginger Snap trilogy? I've heard of it, but never seen it.
No, I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I heard that Snaps is meant to be really good. I think 1 and 2, then third one's meant to be crap.
Yeah.
So
It's like a werewolf film, I think.
I think it's been on TV, but never seen it.
yeah, that's what I'm mostly. I think I prefer really werewolf films over like other stuff now, because I think werewolves are like generally underrated.
Yeah.
They never get really used now. Like sometimes they just get used for like I think was it the cheap straight to DVD films now, and they're just.
When was the last big budget blockbuster werewolf film? Can't really remember. Only that one.
Wolfman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing it
Twilight.
True. Yeah.
They're actually going to be making a new adaptation of the Wolfman, but like set in modern times. So
yeah,
might be interesting. Yeah, it's like Universal setting up the new universe on there.
Well, they were with the Mummy with Tom Cruise, but then all that fell through, didn't it?
But they're going to be doing it with the Invisible Man from there now.
So they're going to reboot it again.
Yeah, but it's going to be like more in modern times, not like the catastrophe from Tom Cruise's Mummy. So that's how they're going to start from there. And I am hoping they're going to make a new mummy film to end the series. Because the last one we got, it was in shambles. I think it's that's a series I would love to see back now, because I think that would do more. That will do like really good at the box office. With Brendan Fraser back in the role, like all he has to do is like get back where he's doing, get all the way he's like got where he's got now, and get back in the shape, and just to do that one more movie.
Oh, it'd be great to see him in some more films, because he's only just recently made a comeback, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's like he has been in like Doom Patrol as well. He's the voice of Robot Man, and he's brilliant in that. Absolutely brilliant. What Brendan Fraser is supposed to be? It's Brendan Fraser. Like, I totally respect him. So yeah.
Last Chance Ches says, "What are your favourite Tim Burton movies?"
Oh.
Who wants to start off?
I got one. Sweeney Todd for me. Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp. That's one of my favourite musicals. I know you said you didn't like musicals, but I absolutely love that film.
I actually do have it, but I haven't seen it. It looks good.
I love it.
I think, in my opinion, I would say Batman 89 all the way. Absolutely love it.
Yep.
Like, Michael Keaton is always going to be like the second in line to play an OG Batman. So that's what it is. Yeah, because like you got Adam West, and you got Michael Keaton. Both of them are Batman, top notch.
Yep.
Even though you got Christian Bale's brilliant Batman, but like I'm looking forward to seeing like how Robert Pattinson's going to bring to the role.
Oh yeah, that trailer for the Batman looks amazing.
But literally like he must have got some top bloody body armor or something. Like seriously, you got shot and he didn't even like give a monkey's butt. That's what it is. Bloody hell.
What about you, Andy?
I sort of like gravitate more towards his early stuff. Like I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, the two Batman movies, Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood, and Sleepy Hollow. I think for me they're like that's him at his best, and Sweeney Todd as well.
Yeah,
I think Sweeney Todd was his last good film. In my opinion, I don't think he's ever topped that. But yeah, he's very hit and miss. In my opinion, he can do some really good stuff and some really bad stuff.
Didn't he do the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Shocking. Alice in Wonderland as well. The two.
The two Alice in Wonderlands.
Yeah, he's only directed the first one. I think he only produced the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone else did it.
Mars Attacks isn't bad though.
Oh, I love Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks is.
I've never seen that, but it does look good. Good cast in it.
It is.
Yeah.
I did that on Blu-ray now.
For me, I'd probably say Sleepy Hollow. Absolutely love it. The gothic tones and Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, just perfect match together with director and actor. So, yeah. Sophie says, "James, I have an It tattoo."
Oh, I bet that look cool. Tweet me. I'd like to see that.
Media Collector Madness is here. Hi guys, hope you are all well and good. Thanks mate for joining. You've recently started your channel, haven't you? I've subscribed to you. You've got a great little channel there. And we've got Matt V Movies here. Good evening all. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Matt.
Gristolian Dave says, "You don't like musicals?" I don't mind them, but they're not necessarily the first film I would go for in a genre. I try to tend to steer away from them, but then again, I do watch Sweeney Todd, and that's a musical. So I'll probably soon change my mind. We have Bridget here. Hi, Bridget. Thanks for joining.
Bridget.
Bristolian Dave says, "Get in touch with your feminine side, lads. Put on some rom-coms."
Just depending which one there are. If it's 51st dates, I'll be like brilliant. But like any others, it's just I think it's just depending which one it is.
I don't mind them. I can stand them, but
I think personally the best rom-com is Love Actually.
I agree. I
Yeah.
was thinking that.
I've never seen Love Actually. I just haven't never had any intention to watch it.
Oh, it's always repeated at Christmas time.
I don't even watch telly. I just watch anything wherever I want.
Media Collector Madness says, "I'm not a horror fan either."
That's fine.
It is.
Yeah. We have Paul Tams here. Hi guys, hope all is well.
Hi Paul.
Hi Paul. Happy birthday for yesterday, Pete. Thanks ever so much, mate. And what is your number one movie of 2021 thus far? Ooh. That's a good one. It's been a few, but some of them have been quite disappointing. So,
probably for me, I'm going to say either Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, whatever. Or we got Free Guy. That was a good one. The Suicide Squad. It's like probably the top one for me this year. An absolute fun movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was going to say Suicide Squad for me, or No Time to Die. I did enjoy No Time to Die.
I like that.
Nice. I still need to watch it. What about you, Andy?
The one that comes to mind the most for sheer like surprise value, like the movie that I went into with absolute no expectations whatsoever, but like really blew me away and surprised me, was Cruella.
Yeah, definitely the biggest surprise of the year. Wow, the biggest surprise for quite a long while. Yeah. Very good film. Yeah. We're getting a sequel, aren't we, surprisingly?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think I reviewed it very well. I didn't think I enjoyed it. I think I found it to be quite forced, but I think I feel like I reviewed it quite negatively. But it's all opinions. It's all opinions.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everybody has a different opinion, and that's what makes us different. It's
like
great.
Free Guy's an interesting one because a lot of people love it. Like I really enjoyed it, but a lot of people didn't like it at all. Like it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah.
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 But,
I've yet seen that, but that does look like a lot of fun. For me, I'll probably go either A Quiet Place Part 2. Absolutely loved that. I thought it was a fantastic sequel. Or Nobody. Really enjoyed that.
Nobody. Like that is an absolutely brilliant film. It's just basically like John Wick. It is. It's just a John Wick movie. You know.
I love
like
that.
it takes time to start, but it's only like 20 minutes. And from there, it's just like full on action packed. Like
and it's only like an hour and a half, isn't it?
Yeah,
very short film.
And I'm looking forward if they do make a sequel because I think nobody can literally just make like a brilliant film series out of. As long as it's still got the same writer who wrote Nobody, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Because like it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I quite enjoyed Suicide Squad. And I don't know whether you'd count it. I think it came out in 2020 in other countries, but it was 2021 over here. And that's Another Round with Mads Mikkelsen. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. That was really good.
Is that the one where he just goes drunk a lot?
Yeah.
So I think I've seen. I haven't watched that one. I think I want to see that.
It's really good. This is another film I keep hearing a lot of good things about. June.
I've watched it, yes.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, yeah. I've got it, but like, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it certainly looks good. It's like part 1 of 2, isn't it? We're supposed to be getting another part later on down the line. But yeah, looking forward to watching it. What about you, James?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I can see it Friday. Was meant to go yesterday, but I couldn't go because I had a Cineworld Unlimited screen and opportunity to go, but didn't go. But now looking forward to it. It's right up my street. I did try watching the Dune 1984 in the cinema. I went to watch it. I had to walk out. I got so bored, and like the effects were so bad. It's really hard watching some films like that, but I did give it a go. I like the concept though. I won't spoil it for anyone who doesn't know it, but I like the story. It seemed quite good, but yeah, the effects just threw it for me. I think I lasted about 40 minutes. So
I've heard a lot of people are very mixed on that original one. That's what put me off watching that one.
Yeah, but no, this one looks right up my street. I'm a big Star Wars fan. So this is going to be pretty good for me, I think.
It's got a really good cast in it as well.
Yeah, it's insane.
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think the 84 version, I can take it or leave it. If I'm honest, it's I don't even think David Lynch likes it. If I'm honest, I think he sort of like disowned it for what it is because he couldn't make it the way he wanted to make it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The director of it, Denis Villeneuve, in my opinion, hasn't made a bad film. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Isn't it the guy who done Blade Runner 2047 or 2048, whatever it is?
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049 and
2049 and
Rival. Yeah.
A
Prisoner. Yeah, he's
done some good stuff.
Sicario. Yeah, great movies.
Oh, Sicario's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen Sicario. I haven't seen number 2 yet.
No, I've got it on the watch list. But I gather it's not much. It's just an average sort of film. The sequel, yeah.
Yeah, it's good for a sequel, but it's not a patch on the original.
Yeah. We have Jules here. Hi, beautiful Pete. Did you have a lovely birthday? Thanks, Jules. Yes, I did. And hi, Andy, Ryan, and James. Thanks for joining, Jules.
Hello.
Matt says, thoughts on No Time to Die. Watched it at the weekend. Surprised me. Very brave choices made. Well, I've got to sit this one out because I haven't seen it. What did you guys think?
I thought it was good. I like where it was going. I felt like I think the film should have been like a little bit shortened down, like for the time. I think that film like could have easily been like 2 hours max.
It's like nearly 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I think it doesn't. I felt it just didn't need that. I just like. What I do like because it was all like it brought like the old like kind of cheesy just Bond feeling back to it.
Yeah.
It's like Bond's like back to his cheeky ways now. He's like, you know, he's a really like comedy genius, Daniel Craig in this one. I like where it took it. I wouldn't say it's the best James Bond movie, but I think it's a better one that we got from Spectre and Quantum of Solace. So like I think it's a perfect ending to end the Daniel Craig franchise. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I find it hard to talk about it without spoiling stuff. It's I remember doing my review. I was like, I gotta really write this down and write down what I'm gonna say because it is one of those. But no, I totally agree. They were Ryan said then about reducing the length of the film. For me, it was long. There was a bit in between which could have easily cut it out, and it probably would have just flew. Even if you just did a hard cut and it just would have gone to the next scene, you may not even noticed. But some of the stunt work I thought was incredible. Like it was always going to be the car chase scene at the beginning, and then we had there was another car chase scene with the helicopter, although it was a bit extravagant at some point. Like, why did the helicopter need to be there? But it just was. But it was good. It was big screen. The definition of what it a Bond film is, I guess. So I thought it was great. Did. Really, really good. I think, as you say, ending the thing. I think the negative and the only thing it's hard to talk about without spoiling. But going forward, it leaves a lot of questions because you don't know what they're going to do going forward now. Like with the next Bond, is everyone going to reprise their roles? Like, what's going to happen in terms of everyone else as well? Because like a lot of people love the supporting cast in these ones in comparison. Like the Q and M, and you've got Miss Moneypenny, and now Letitia. What's her name? That's her real name, I think, though, isn't it? Letitia. I can't remember. That's her real name. But like everyone loved the supporting cast. It's just gonna be interesting to see if it's gonna be again. I don't know. I can't say too much, but
yeah, the supporting cast is brilliant in this new era of Bond film.
Yeah. So,
what about you, Randy?
Yeah, it was. If I'm honest, it was about a 6 out of 10 for me. Right. I can completely understand both sides to the coin of it. I can understand going into it, coming out of it, absolutely loving it, thinking it's a masterpiece, thinking it's the best film of the year. I can completely understand that, and I can completely understand James Bond fans going into it, coming out of it, going, "I'm disappointed." If you know what I mean. Like I can completely understand both sides to it. There was a scene in it for me with James Bond, and I won't spoil it, but he does something in it which felt very, very out of character, and it took me out of the movie. But I thought one standout to me was Ralph Fiennes and Daniel Craig. I thought whenever the pair of them were on screen together, I was hooked. I just thought the dialogue between the two of them was absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. It took some real ballsy decisions as well with what it does. I can see that upsetting people. But I think if you took the James Bond element out of it, I think you've got a very, very good film on your hands, if I'm honest.
Cool.
But yeah, it was one of them. I think it needs a couple more rewatches for me to sort of get a informed opinion about it. Like it's one of those films that's very, very difficult to sort of sum up after one viewing.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are comparing it to like the Last Jedi of Bond films. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Media Collector Madness says, "Are you looking forward to the Hawkeye TV show? The trailer looked good." Yeah, it's the one set at Christmas, isn't it? Around Thanksgiving. Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun. It's got the girl from Bumblebee in it. So look forward to watching that. It's on Disney Plus, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, is her name.
Yeah, she's cracking.
Yeah, no, it looks right up my street as well. To be honest, I think what was the one I didn't watch? What If? I don't know if everyone's seen What If. I didn't bother with that one.
Oh, I haven't.
The best one to me has been Falcon and Winter Soldier so far of the shows, and this one seems to be quite similar. I think that's my opinion in terms of how it looks. Loki was a close second. They've all been, they're all up there. You have your favorites and stuff, but for me, the Hawkeye show looks again similar to Captain and the Winter Soldier, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
I am looking forward for it. It looks fun. The trailer never really gives us made us impressed anyway. I just felt like it didn't really give us the reason to watch it, but because it's Marvel, I'll watch it anyway. But in my opinion, I never got really into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just felt like the ending was a bit crap. But my favorites probably this year is WandaVision and Loki, because I just felt it was like more fun. Even though WandaVision started shit, it built it up like where it got like more like what Marvel is supposed to be. And Loki, in my opinion, I loved it. But like if you're into like that kind of like science fiction, time travel stuff, that's what you're gonna get. It's not, and that's what the best thing I like about that series. And I'm hoping I'm going to get more of a kick out of Hawkeye, because we'll get to see Jeremy Renner for the first time actually being the main character in that series, because he's normally like just pushed to the side all the time.
He's been very underused, I think.
So that's what's great about this new series. You finally get to see him in his prime. But I still think he should have got his own movie. But
yeah,
like one of the like you say right, you can give Black Widow a movie, but you can't give Hawkeye a movie, which I felt was a bit crap. But I see from this TV series here, of course. Still think they should have given him a movie though.
yeah. Well, at least he's getting a TV show. I suppose that's one thing.
Yeah, but like if he had his own movie, because he's one of the original Avengers in the MCU.
Yes, he is.
So basically, he should have got his own movie. Well, except for Hulk. Well, Hulk got his own movie, but that movie's like underrated. As you know, that's it.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
I'm not looking forward to it, but I will give it a watch. I think Marvel's become very, very oversaturated now. There's just so many TV shows and so many movies. It's almost becoming very, very hard to keep on top of. It's just very, very oversaturated in my opinion, and I think it should have just ended with Endgame. If I'm honest, I know it won't because it's too much of a money train, but yeah, I just think
I do agree.
It's very, very dangerous to taking that overstaying it to welcome. I think I'm very close to becoming stale. But,
yeah.
That's one of my biggest concerns. Was go on, sorry.
No, I was just going to say it's like I said, it's just one of them where it's like it feels as if they've played their best trump card, and it's like, how do you top that? Where do you go next? And I just don't know where it's going to go. I hope they can top it, but they've set the bar very, very high.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my worries with Star Wars, because obviously Star Wars is, I guess, going into the new shows for Star Wars now, and I'm worried that it's going to become, we got Book of Boba Fett now in December, then I think Ahsoka's going to follow on straight after that, or the Andor series, then we're going to have Obi-Wan. I feel like it's going to be like 3-4 weeks in between for the whole year, because they want people to be paying for 12 months of Disney Plus. So each month there's going to be something to make people pay for that 12 months. But like you say, my Star Wars point of view is quite good because I want new stuff, but it's going to get to that point, I think, where it's going to become
oversaturated,
and just too much again.
Because to follow the MCU movies now, you've got to watch these TV shows to get the full picture, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
And that also cuts out a load of people who can't afford or have Disney Plus. So it's a shame.
It's a mindset change though for people. Like before, you would get like a prequel come out, or like like the sequel trilogies of Star Wars. It was all mumbo jumbo, but it's 9 films. It's straightforward. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, number 9. Yeah. Whereas if you say to people like, so watch a Black Widow show, but then there's like, okay, so she's going off now, and that's going into like Endgame. She's got like Infinity War with her blonde hair, and it's like where does this actually fit? You've always got to like actually think like where
you need a whole timetable to know where to start.
I was a bit like that with Loki. I think that's where I was with Loki. I was like, at what point in time is this really, like, in terms of trying to figure it out? So and as soon as you do that, that's where you lose the audience. And us, we're always going to know it because we just would read more about it in general. For somebody like my brother and his girlfriend, they're Marvel fans, and they go and see the Marvel movies because they should, because everyone does. But if they're told to watch an 8-episode series, which they're not subscribers of, then it's like, well, I've just watched the films. So for the general public, I think it's a bit of a worry, concern.
Especially if you're only starting to get into the Marvel franchise.
Yeah.
There's so many films there, and it can be quite confusing for people where to start.
Oh, exactly. I think it's like Marvel. I think then, as you said, Pete, like a couple of weeks ago, I think Marvel needs to like have a long break, or like just break the MCU. I don't think we need the MCU anymore. I think it's time to go back where it's supposed to be. Like make them, like give them their own movies and their own universes. Means it's not going to get confusing. Like, and that means they can do whatever they want with it. Like I felt like putting it all in the whole same universe. I just feel like one day it's just people are just not going to watch them at all because it's the shit. Because that what I'm seeing now is just the same ribbon. It's basically the same movie in a way. It's like I think it's time to like just leave it alone for a while. Let DC have its time to shine because I think DC's like being like they've been like releasing some good stuff now. Like what this is. Like, if they didn't release Justice League this year, they wouldn't have like succeeded in the movie industry in a way. So like if that didn't get released on Blu-ray and everything, then the success of Suicide Squad, I think it should have would end up like canceling. Warner Brothers would have just ended up canceling all the projects. So that's what I think was the best thing is. I think it's time for DC to shine because
I think DC's doing something over than what Marvel's doing by actually doing mature adult films.
Yes. Which is why I prefer it in a way in some instances. Yeah. Because the Marvel stuff for me has become too childlike, and like you say, that every film is the same. Like the world always has to end. Like, why has the world always got to end? Like some of the best plots they don't have. Like that's why I like Captain the Winter Soldier, because it wasn't like the world was ending. You know what I mean? It wasn't like whereas my criticism of Loki was like the world literally ending. You know, that's where I get lost with it. You know, I guess this whole Spider-Man thing looks good with the multiverse and stuff, but that's again, we've got to do this, otherwise the world will not be what we know it was before, and people will, it's just, there's always got to be that, and go back to like Spider-Man: Homecoming, such a good you got what's his name, Vulture, I think is the villain, but that's just about a guy who's just just wanting to get this object or something, I believe. It's not about the world ending, it's a good plot to it, I think it's and I think those things just are underrated.
The grounded, more simpler tales are more better than these over the top glorified action films, because they all feel very much the same. You've seen one Marvel film, you could say you've seen them all in some aspects.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, see the thing, why is it going to be Earth? Oh yeah, the world's going to end. It's like, isn't this the same thing in like every other movie? The world's going to end. Like seriously, I think like why can't there just be there's like why can't there just be like if you saw like Ant-Man in a way, right? That was just about some evil genius wants to take Hank Pym's well, I'm going to say his science to the highest level and sell his machines to the military. That's what he was like basically trying to do. But that had nothing to do with it's going to be the end of the world. No, it's not. It's just like it's just stupid. I don't even know why I'm still watching Marvel, but I think the reason is I've been watching them for years. I'll just watch it. It's just something I think
everyone does.
Yeah,
it's because everyone does. You just got to.
Yeah, it's kind of become like the fast food of movies. It's just easy to watch, isn't it? I mean, it's so frequent, and you know what you're going to get. Even a bad Marvel film is still an entertaining one. I
think it could be easily fixed in a way that you could release a film in the Easter time, April and May. Then you could release one film then in the fall. So you've got two films a year in the cinema, which is a nice gap in between, 2 or 3 months in between. So, and then, have one show, in the other quarters in between. So all of a sudden you've got two shows, 2 movies, one in each quarter of the year. And it's like there's a gap in between. There's enough for it to not become oversaturated. The only thing is people would renew Disney Plus for 2 months, watch the quarter, and then cancel for they basically be half a year instead of the full year, which is what you're saying. It needs to be oversaturated for people to pay for the subscription service. But as you say, they could definitely spread it out a bit more, and I think people would actually appreciate it more. But until people stop going to see Marvel films, which is not going to happen anytime soon, this is going to always be like this.
I think
not even worse. If not worse.
I think, in my opinion now, I think I'd rather watch the new Peacemaker series that's coming out in January.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that looks fun.
See, that's got nothing about about the world ending. It's just like it's just a new Suicide Squad in a way. Really.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's best being James Gunn's writing it. Might be a laugh. It's Tom Cena. Yeah. It just looks interesting.
I honestly never thought I'd say I was looking forward to something with John Cena in after Fast and Furious 9, but he was fantastic in Suicide Squad.
I did exactly the same in my review, yeah. I was so surprised at John Cena. But how would we be able to watch Peacemaker here? Like, because obviously he's on HBO Max, isn't it? And how is it? Have they announced that, like the distribution of that in overseas yet? I don't think they have, they?
I think that see with like the DC stuff, that's normally like probably around like Amazon or something. So probably on Stars Play or something like that. So that's how they end up coming on.
Didn't Snyder Cut go to Sky though?
Sky,
didn't it?
And Wonder Woman did.
So I wonder whether that'll happen.
So that's what I was wondering. Like, is it potentially a Sky thing, or is it a? We'll have to see then. Because if the DC shows, it depends how they treat the shows. If the shows are different from the films, then
just don't get me like all wound up about the CW, because I can literally just like tear that to pieces. But that channel is literally the DC of soap operas. That's what that channel is. But I do like if it's like a really cool show, probably like adult related. I'm going to say Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol's like absolutely smashing. You'll enjoy that. And Alan Tudyk, who's in I think it was Firefly. Have you ever seen Firefly? And made a film called Serenity. He's absolutely amazing as the antagonist in that series, in the first one.
Cool. Right. Let's move on. And we have Soph here, and she's saying, Pete, I defo want to come on another stream next month. Whenever you want to come on, Soph, you're always welcome. You just have to give us a message.
Yeah.
Edward says, saw No Time to Die with my dad the other day, and I thought it was as good as everyone said it was, and a worthy final bow for the best Bond. Ooh. Glad you like it, mate.
Yep.
We have Dangerous Chris here. Hi, guys. Any of you guys getting the Howland 4K and Deep Red 4K both out on Monday?
No.
I don't have 4K, so no, but I probably would get Deep Red on Blu-ray because that's a Dario Argento film, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Deep
Red.
You can
get the Blu-ray like now, like on the Arrow sale.
Yeah.
That means you can get like £8. Yeah, I want the Howland because you can get that for like £6 on Amazon. So I'm happy for that. I know you can get Howland 2 on the Arrow.
Rubbish, isn't it?
Chris Bell's in that.
Yeah, I know. I think he apologised for being in it, didn't he?
Yeah, he apologised to Joe Dante for doing that. Yeah.
Man.
So like that's how he like made him that's how he ended up in Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
He was actually good in that movie.
Yeah, he was really good in Gremlins too. Are you getting them, James? The Howland or Deep Red?
No, I wouldn't be. With Arrows, that's an area I haven't really got into yet. But I can go in one. RoboCop.
Great start though. Brilliant film.
Yeah.
Master RoboCop. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was my first Arrow as well.
Gotta love Big Trouble in Little China though. Arrow.
So, yep. We've got AJ's movie place here.
Yeah.
Hey AJ.
Hey,
Hope you well, mate. Right. Walk-On always believes there's in a philosophical way all pictures are good and bad. Someone hates what we love and vice versa. It's how we feel personally towards the flick. So really every picture is good and bad. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you mean. Yeah. You see, everyone's going to have their different opinions. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
See, like not like you see if it's a really good film, right? And someone just didn't like it. That's the opinion. So basically everyone's gonna have different opinions. So yeah.
This stream would be very boring if we all disagreed. Was I say, yeah, like that?
Yep.
I like that. I like that. It'd be very boring.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's actually better when we disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're agreeing on that.
We're agreeing on that.
Yeah. AJ's Movie Play says you're saying films are subjective. Yep.
Completely.
Depending on the viewer.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is great and bad. He also says most people love Star Wars. I'm going to gather. Star Worm. Yep. Warm, whatever. Star Wars and James Bond. Personally, they're not for me. It's interesting how deep different people react. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate.
Yep, fair enough.
Sophie says she'll sub to you, James.
Yes, please do. I'm close to 800, so I'd appreciate it.
And AJ says, what animated series from your childhood would you like to be given a live-action remake? Obviously, something that hasn't been made yet. Really good question, AJ.
Johnny Bravo.
They make Johnny Bravo today.
I remember that back in the day.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah.
That would never be made now.
No, that just wouldn't be made.
There's also Fairly Odd Parents in it. Fairly Odd Parents, but that's actually getting done in it apparently.
It's already being done.
Yeah. I read about that the other week.
That's cool. So you like watching that?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing, right? They actually made like 3 films, like on Nickelodeon a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you know Drake Bell, who was in Drake and Josh?
Oh yeah.
He's actually a pedophile.
Oh yeah. He's convicted now.
Yeah, I've heard something.
Yeah. So he's a pedophile now. So, like, I don't know why it hasn't been like sent to prison. So he ended up getting community service instead. So that him never acting again. So he starred in them, and I don't know like what else they're going to be doing the Fairly Odd Parents. I just felt like they just made him into an adult. I think they should have kept him as a kid, really. Like, would have made more sense.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I'll have to watch that. I know what you're on about that. I know I can visually see like the poster and stuff, but yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the upcoming series. Just be really because I think the original voice actors for the what do you call it? Fairly Odd Parents or whatever.
Yeah,
they are
Fairly Odd
coming back.
Parents.
Yeah, they're returning, but it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
it's gonna be series,
I never knew that.
In my opinion, I would love to see a live action version of Dexter's Laboratory. So because that was like proper really good, like back during the day. I think I just think like it feels like so good because like it's something new that you could bring to the table, and it's the same guy. I think it was the same guy who wrote Samurai Jack as well. Samurai Jack would be a good one as well.
Yes,
live action. And I just feel like I think it's the right time, like, to bring to like some new projects. Like, I think because like everything's like just starting to get repeated, and I think like those like 2 kind of things. Same with Codename Kids Next Door or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and I think they could be like really interesting to visit in real life now.
Oh yeah, that certainly give them another chance.
Like I would say a movie would be a better option for them instead of a TV series, because and then try not to make it like what the Disney Channel's like starting to do now. Yeah, exactly what they do, because like I've already seen the catastrophe of the Kim Possible movie.
Wait, what? There's a Kim Possible movie?
Live action movie.
Oh,
live action.
Really? Jeez. Yeah. Can't believe that. I know they're remaking the Powerpuff Girls, aren't they? Live action.
Yeah, on the CW. They did a pilot, but it's meant to be. But they made it. And it was like one of the worst things ever made. So they're reshooting the pilot now. And they're going to like try and make it where it's supposed to be what the Powerpuff Girls are. But the worst thing is, right, it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
They're actually grown up.
Mm.
And it's like with the Powerpuff Girls, right? They're meant to be like, you know, these like genetic like things like come out with a test tube. What happens? They're suddenly just growing up out of nowhere in the live action series. It just doesn't make bloody sense to me. They're gonna make that
reasons. That's why reasons that are never explained.
And there's an anime series as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what I would like to see a live action one of. The really wild thornberries.
Oh, class. God, you're literally getting right into my hidden memory right now.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah.
There was Rugrats as well. I think they're bringing that back, aren't they, as a TV show?
Yeah, but it's not a proper like cartoon. They made it like 3D.
It's CGI, isn't it?
CGI, and it looks terrible. Like seriously, you don't CGI bloody old cartoons, man. You got to keep the original animation. That's how it's like all like mess it up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy?
I think Thundercats is a live action film in waiting that we just haven't got yet. There's also a Steven Spielberg produced animated show that was in the sort of same universe as Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain called Freakazoid, which I just thought was absolutely batshit crazy insane, which I think would make for an amazing live action film. I absolutely love that show so much. Yeah, that'd be mine.
Yeah.
Cool. So right, shall we do the quiz then? I have got all the questions here, so do you want to get your pen and paper out? Don't worry, Ryan. You'll get all the questions right.
Do I have to though?
What?
Do I have to do the quiz?
Well, yes, it's a legal requirement when you join the stream. You've got to do the quiz.
Right, I'm gonna have to now, so I'll just end up just like getting tortured after the bloody stream anyway. Right, how are you then? I might as well save you the torture.
Well, you'll like the first question. This one's specifically for you because I know you'll like it.
What was it?
Right, are you all ready, guys?
Yep. Ready.
Yep. Question 1. What is Kurt Russell's character's name in Big Trouble in Little China?
I know this.
There you go.
There is going to be a lot of NAs on my list. No idea. Right.
Question 2. Which The Handmaid's Tale actress starred in The Invisible Man 2020?
I actually know that now. I've seen the film. Are you really just done this quiz today?
I done it this morning, yes.
Wow. Well, anyway, Pete, Chucky tomorrow. I'm looking forward for that.
Yep.
And a Halloween 2 review.
Yeah. We'll probably be reviewing it at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning like we did last night.
Well.
Yep. Ready for the next question?
Yeah, go on then.
Yep.
Yep.
Which Doctor from Doctor Who starred in World War Z?
I'm a listener.
He actually knows some.
I'll just wait till a couple of weeks. Just wait till the 31st. What the flux is coming.
I know, Doctor Who Flux.
Doctor Who, what the flux? Well,
Yeah.
that's going to be an interesting video for it to make, Pete. That'll just be us straight after the bloody thing.
Yeah. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
Who directed Gemini Man?
I don't know this as well. God's sake.
I feel like I'm going to get 0.
Because Pete, he's also the same director who directed your favorite movie as well.
Oh, I thought it was your favourite movie as well, Brian.
Well, it's not my favorite movie, is it?
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, I'm not.
What? 50 Shades.
Didn't know my favorite film was 50 Shades.
I thought you got a whole cupboard full of 50 Shades of Grey.
It's not like you when you got the bloody steel books and bloody picture of bloody, what is it? I didn't know who the characters are, but of them just like making it out on the bed or something, like on your wall.
Okay, Brian. Right. Who's ready for question 5?
Yep.
Yep. A Scanner Darkly is based on a story by which author?
Right, this is one I do not know. So, I'm going to put a ridiculous name. Ooh, yeah.
Right.
And Peter's left us in silence.
Well, I'm letting you think, Ryan.
And this thing, I said, ooh, yeah. I like how he's just like being so professional right now.
These streams are always professional.
Well, just wait till tomorrow, Pete. Just wait till tomorrow. It's just us. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow, Pete, when it gets to 18 plus.
Yep. Well, I'm so sweet and innocent.
You're not sweet and innocent, mate. You've never been sweet and innocent.
Okay, and let's go on with the next question. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Right. In the Ice Age films, what was the character Scrat always after?
This is the one I know.
God. I haven't seen the movie Ice Age movie since I was a kid, man. Oh no, I know this one now. Oh, God.
You ready for the next one, Em?
Yeah, go on.
Who directed Wonder Woman 2017?
Oh, this is easy, you know. She's already directed a bad bloody Wonder Woman film.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you say that one again, Pete? Cut out.
What? Question 7.
Yeah, please, yeah.
Who directed Wonder Woman 2017?
"1984 was an absolute flop. It was on for too long, and the story didn't make sense. One day, Pete, you will live through that torture.
Yeah, I've still got it. I still haven't seen it yet.
But you've actually got the film, dude.
Yeah, I paid full price for it, so
You paid.
I'm kind of regretting it now.
Where's mine? I got a steelbook.
Oh, the steelbook is really nice.
It is. It's the only good thing for it.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
H&B steelbook?
Yes, it's the only thing it's the only thing I get. I got the Titans of Cult, this one as well.
Ooh. That's real
This
nice.
is the next one as well. Yep, on hand.
Right. Ready for question 8?
8, yeah.
Yep.
Who played the lead Cenobite, aka Pinhead, in the Hellraiser films?
Ooh, I know this.
Oh, 50% of my answers are NAs. It's not bad. I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, P. You know what the best thing is? Marisi just watched this as well.
I know.
I'm doing good so far. Well, I've got one wrong and that's it.
Okay. Ready for question 9?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yep. What is the mysterious name given to Michael Myers in the credits of Halloween?
Oh, that's another good one. Hey.
How many questions are there, Pete?
There is 20 questions, but this next one is the final, like, general knowledge one.
Okay. In the open central future.
Okay. Ready for question 10?
Yep.
I'm sitting down there.
Yep. What film saw Michael Caine play the character Dr. Frank Bryant?
Dr. Frank Bryant.
Hmm.
Well, I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna put. It's the first time I heard of Dr. Frank Bryant. Like.
I can guess with that.
Yep. Right, the next one's all years. So I'm going to give you 3 films, and you just got to tell me a year. So
Right, okay.
question 11, we have the 3 films are The Omen, Carrie, the original, and Taxi Driver. So what year did them films release?
Oh man, I'm just gonna guess here.
Yeah. This is getting me guesses.
Ready for question 12 yet?
Yeah.
Right, we have Roadhouse, Society, and The Burbs.
Dinner.
Question 13, we have Bad Boys, Casper, and Jumanji. "14, we have Lolita, Mutiny on the Bounty, and Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, these are starting to get kind of guesses, Pete.
Well, that's the whole point of these ones, is that you take a stab in the dark. And question 15, we have Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, Silent Hill, and The Host.
Ooh, later than that. I had a few years.
And this is how I go wrong.
Right, the next lot, I brought back the top 5 grossing films, like what we did last week.
Oh, no.
I'll give you a year, and you got to give me one of the top 5 grossing films of that year worldwide. So if I give you 2009, you could say Avatar. So that's an example.
Okay.
Yeah. So right for question 16, we've got the year 2001. What was one of the top 5 grossing films of that year worldwide?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
yeah, just the same. Our videos, pickup videos just being released.
Yep,
Oh,
I'll be watching that later on.
what's that there? What? Yeah, I want to know like what I've got.
Mm.
He's still asking us all.
Yeah.
I'll probably show you after the stream.
Yep. So when you're done, you tell me whether you want the next question.
I've been waiting here for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
You got
two, but I'm
answer,
gonna go
James?
for one.
Yeah, ready on that one. 17 now, yeah.
Yep. 1993.
What was it? 1973.
93.
Right. Okay.
93.
I have no idea.
Shit up bloody years. You know what I mean? Like, get some
Well, there's a very, very, very big film come out that year.
Yeah.
Very, very, very big film.
You could say it was a Jurassic hit.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Pete. You just like.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Just good.
Well, at least you'll get one right then, James.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Not very subtle, was it? Right. Question 18, 1984. And I'm keeping my mouth shut this time.
All right. Fantastic.
1984. Got an idea for this one.
Didn't know how the hell this become a legal requirement.
Yep. Question 19 is 1979.
Ah.
1979, again older, which isn't helping me.
Please. I actually know.
There is a couple of big films in that year, but I'm not going to say no more.
Okay.
One's called Classic and all.
Mm.
And I've only just ordered it as well.
Mm. Well, next one will be a little bit easier for you.
Last one.
Yeah. 20 is 2012.
Right.
Does it have to give like the exact film name or?
You can just put the name you think. I'll know what you mean when you say.
I guess. Bro.
You all done?
Yep. All
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Yep. So what did you get for question 1?
Jack Burton.
Jack Burton.
Yep. What did you get, James?
Jack Burton. No, NA.
Yep, Jack Burton's correct. What about question 2? What did you get for that?
Elizabeth Moss.
Elizabeth
Andy?
Moss.
Yep. Elizabeth Moss.
Get in.
Yep. What about question 3? What did you get for question 3?
I guessed on this one.
Peter
What did you put?
Capaldi.
Yeah, I think I went for David Tennant, but guess.
Yeah, it's Peter Capaldi, so Ryan is correct. Did you get that, Andy?
Pierre Capaldi.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi. Yep. So, what did you put for question 4, James?
I guessed I went for Peter. This is gonna be wrong, but Peter Lee. I don't know what the name is. I just went for Peter Lee. Don't know why.
You got the last name right.
Anglina.
Angley.
Angley, yes.
Oh God! As I'm literally saying it out loud, I'm like, that's what it is. So where I got Peter Lee from?
I don't know.
Oh well,
No.
surname right, but
Yeah. What did you get for question 5?
Bodger and Badger.
Very close, Ryan. Very close. What about you, James?
NA.
Yeah. Andy?
No, I didn't know it, so I just put Richard Linklater.
It was Philip K. Dick.
What?
Who done? Yep, from who done Blade Runner? It was.
No, I wouldn't have got that.
Yep.
Oh,
What about question 6?
I think I know this.
I think James knows it. What did
NA
you put?
gone.
Yep.
It's an acorn.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You got one, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I knew I was thinking about fucking acorn. I put nuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, because he sits on the stalk, didn't he? He holds the stalk.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
what did you get for question 7?
Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins.
Yep, it's Patty Jenkins. And question 8, who played Pinhead in the Hellraiser films?
Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
Not available.
Doug Bradley, yep.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get for question 9?
Shape.
The Shape.
The Shape. Yes, correct. And what did you get for question 10?
This was a guess from me. Artist says Sleuth.
Nope.
Didn't answer.
The only film I've seen with him that I remember him playing a doctor is The Cider House Rules.
No, it was Educating Rita.
Well, I haven't seen it ever.
Oh.
I didn't know. I knew he was a teacher in it, but I didn't know he was a doctor.
Yeah, he was a doctor in it. But yeah.
I am the doctor.
What did you get for question 11? What year was it?
Right, so for all these now, I actually answered every one of them. So I guessed. So we'll go from here.
Yep.
So 1977. That's my guess.
Andy?
76.
Ryan?
I put 73.
Andy got it right. 76.
Oh, you're out. Fair play.
What did you get for question 12? What year did you get?
I put 88.
88.
I put 83.
Jane? 89.
What?
Yep.
Oh yeah, look, I was a year off. So
What about 13?
Right.
no, I put 95.
95.
95. I was quite confident of this one.
95, yes, correct.
Get in.
What about 14?
I put 63, but I think it's 50s.
What about you, Andy?
Hold on.
67.
Oh, you go. 67. What about you, James?
For 68.
Ryan was the closest, but he was wrong. It was 62.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep. And what did you get for 15?
I put 2005.
2005.
So I was going to go 2006, but I went 2008.
Oh, you should have went 2006. 2006.
Because I had a feeling that Too Fast, Too Furious 2006. Maybe that was 2004 then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Right. So for the top 5 grossing films, what did you put for 2001?
Fellowship of the Ring.
I put American Psycho.
What did you put, Andy?
I put two answers, but I'm going to go with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Andy and James get a point. Yep. You could either have Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, Shrek, Monsters Inc., Ocean's 11, or Fellowship of the Ring.
I mean, what a year! Like to have all those 5 in 1 year, like.
I know, it's incredible. What did you put for 93? Should I even ask it?
Jurassic Park. There you go.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Would you like to guess one of the other films on the list?
93.
Good Will Hunting.
No.
I'm going to take a stab at Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep.
Schindler's.
You can have not
List?
Schindler's List. No, didn't make the cut. You could have had Jurassic Park, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Fugitive, The Firm, and Sleepless in Seattle.
Okay.
So what did you get for 84?
Full Metal Jacket.
Andy?
Ghostbusters.
James?
I'm for Top Gun.
Andy gets a point. Yep.
Gonna go Ghostbusters.
Yep. You could have had Beverly Hills Cop, Ghostbusters, Temple of Doom, or Karate Kid. So quite a few popular titles there.
Karate Kid, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go with Terminator, but that's rated. So.
What did you get for 19 for 79?
I put The Warriors.
Andy?
I went with Kramer versus Kramer.
James?
I went for Alien.
Andy and James get a point.
Excuse me. The Warriors did come out in 79.
Yes, but it didn't make the top 5 grossing.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's still a 1979, so I still get a point.
Nah, it was Kramer versus Kramer, the Amityville Horror, Rocky 2, Alien, and Star Trek: The Motion Picture. You could have had. So, what did you get for 2012?
Oh, Avengers Assemble. There you go.
Avengers. Yeah.
What about you, James? Yep, you'll get a point. You could have also had Skyfall, the first Hobbit film, Dark Knight Rises, and Azali, Ice Age Continental Drift. So yeah, count up your totals and let's see how many you got.
Top gross in my house.
Surprise myself.
1, 2.
How many did you get, James?
7.
5.
Better I thought. Next time
I was worried for a second. I thought you were going to say 0.
Yeah.
9.
No, I think the grossing
I've
one.
got 10. I'm 5.
10.
10.
That's very good. Is Andy still the long-running winner?
Yes.
Yeah, 13.
Well done.
Well
Thanks.
Yeah, that's good fun.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I literally just wrote that this morning whilst I was having my breakfast. Right. Anyway, let's get back to the comments and see what we've got. Mondo's here. John. Hey, John. Just at work, ducking in and out of the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching, John. Where's all the comments gone? There's only a few comments left. We have Jason here. Hello, gentlemen. Hope everyone's well. Hey, Jason. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Jason.
And Sophie's here. She said we still need to do a Doctor Who stream. Yes, we do.
What are you talking about? There's one coming up in the next couple of weeks. Oh, no,
Yeah.
No, it's not a stream. It's actually a video.
Oh, you've changed your mind.
Yeah, like see it means it saves my Basically
StreamYard, yes.
There, so like basically, so yeah, we're gonna do something else.
Media Collector Madness says Mask mask would be good. I guess that's as a live action.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that, but yeah.
I think it's from the 80s. Mask. Yeah.
Cool. Walk On Always Believe says, Pete, I know you're well into your games. Did you hear about the unopened Super Mario Bros. On Nintendo 64 selling for over 1 million? Yeah, I have heard of that. It's unbelievable how old retro games are keeping their prices and going absolutely beyond with £1 million. Who would have thought it? AJ says, agree with Mask. Recently bought the complete series on DVD. Ooh, I can't really remember that. All I keep thinking of is The Mask. But no, I'll probably have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
AJ's Movie Place said Peter Capaldi was actually listed in the credits of World War Z as Who Doctor before his Doctor Who stint. Wow.
Yeah, he was.
That's cool. Bit of info. Thanks, AJ. We also have Bram here. Love playing the game alongside you all. Thanks ever so much, Bram.
Yeah,
that's great. We are currently at the end of the comments now. I know you said you wanted to finish off around 9 o'clock, didn't you, James?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump if I can, but I appreciate everyone's time having me on. It's great.
Yeah, that's all right.
Great.
Thanks ever so much for coming on, James.
Anytime you want, invite me back. I'm welcome to come on. I had a good time. I'll get my knowledge up to scrap a bit better next time. But no, I had fun. So thanks for asking me on. And it's nice meeting you. So I'll subscribe to you all. But thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks ever so much, James.
Cheers. Take it.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Ooh. Bye.
This was free.
Oh.
Well, while we're here, we might as well just continue anyway.
Yeah, we might as well. Actually, we're at the end of the comments, but we might as well have another chat. Oh.
Well, chat says, there you got another.
AJ says, what's your least favourite remake of all time?
What? You know what it's called? It's called the remake to Total Recall. It is a terrible movie that shouldn't be made. You can't remake an absolute honor classic, which was absolutely brilliant for its time, then make a modernized version where they don't even go to Mars.
Kate Beckinsale's in it, though.
Yeah, when she was hot.
Still Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, but that's when she was hot, though, man. Now, just like going out with somebody young ass dude. Like, it is in her 40s, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think the boyfriend's like 19.
Okay. I haven't seen the remake of it yet, but I have heard a lot of people say it's not very good. It doesn't really capture what made the original so good.
Oh, damn.
Soph says she can. Yeah, do you want to jump on, Soph? Do you want to pop and give her the link, Ryan or Andy?
Oh. Okay.
Least favorite remake of all time. The one that jumps to mind for me is fucking Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I've heard that's real bad.
Oh, it's rough, that film, man. I mean, Tim Roth's probably the best thing about it is Slade, but fucking hell, it's bad. I tend to avoid remakes because they'll never like I've never seen the Ghostbusters one. I've never seen the RoboCop one. I just avoid them like the plague because I know they'll just never be as good as the original.
I know I've got the RoboCop one, but I've never seen it. The cast looks actually really quite good in it, but
yeah, it does. But
I've heard, the film is absolutely terrible.
Because that first original RoboCop is just so unique, and there's hardly any other film you can compare it to. It's just over the top bar. Like that film was like my introduction into like how violent a film could be, and it was just a breath of fresh air. That film.
Yeah, I can remember when that robot shot that guy and he just kept pouring out hordes of blood. Oh my man, it's
And then
very over
they
the
make
top.
the 12. It's like
Yeah, that's the thing
Yeah.
now. They seem to love doing that for
Yeah.
some reason.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's see if. Oh, we've still got Sally's questions on her, so we might as well go back to some of her questions.
okay, yeah.
As for remakes, I can't think of any other remakes. I know I've got quite a few of them, but I've never seen quite a few remakes. I don't
Oh
know.
God, just wait when you experience Fans 4 Stick.
Yeah, I've got that. Really
Why
dreading
did you
watching
buy
that.
it? Why did you buy it? I know it was a quid.
It was a
should've
quid. It was a
I
quid.
know it was a quid, right? But you still should have left it.
Well, for a quid,
thought-
I've got a spare case and a nice drinks coaster, so it's not too bad. But yeah,
The remake,
Hang on
the
a minute.
Playground.
yeah, I remember there was like a remake to an old Michael Caine film, but it starred Jude Law in it. I can't. Harvey was it or something? I can't
Sleuth?
remember what it was
Yeah.
called.
Sleuth.
Yeah, that wasn't that good. And
Oh,
there was also
Alfie.
Alfie. That's it. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
And-
Alfie. Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't there like
not
another
seen the
one
Michael
with
Caine one.
Russell Brand? What was it called now? Arthur. That was a remake, wasn't it?
Hmm.
I don't think that was very good either. Arthur.
I've only seen the original with Dudley Moore. I absolutely love that
Yeah.
film. I think it's just a great fun time. But
Mm.
I've not seen the remake.
The second one isn't so good, is it? Was it On the Rocks?
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a weak sequel on the rocks.
Yeah. Is Sophie joining us, Ryan?
It just went for a piss.
Right. Let's just go straight on to here. Sally did say, what are some of your favourite actors? Actually,
well,
I've got to go for a toilet, so I'll be
I'll
back
get
in a
yourself
sec.
to the toilet now. Not the only thing he's gone to the toilet, he's gone for a read instead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he's gone. I would suggest my favourite actors would be Johnny Depp, Ryan Reynolds in his more serious roles. I'm also going to say Arnie. I'm going to say Sylvester Sly as well, and Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
And Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
So that's who I like. What would you say is your favorite actors? Or
Yeah,
actresses?
I love Michael Keaton. In recent times as well, I'm really enjoying J.K. Simmons as well. Like his performance in Whiplash was amazing.
I'm
I
back.
think he's actually quite an underrated actor. Actually, I think he's the best casting in the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I think that's one of the top 5 castings of all time. Absolutely
Who was
superb.
that?
J.K. Simmons.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. He was awesome in, was it Whiplash?
Yeah.
Mm.
Fucking unbelievable in that film.
There's a say about J.K. Simmons. He's absolutely amazing in Invincible as well. It's like animated superhero series. He plays a character called Omni Man. He's absolutely brilliant doing the voice of that character. Absolutely amazing. Like you enjoy his character, like what he did in that. So
We got.
oh,
Hello, Soph.
Hi, are you alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
can't wait for return.
Yeah.
Of course. Never go anywhere without my cat ears now. And I'm in
Oh,
a
yeah,
Christmas.
you got your. I was going to say, is that a Christmas jumper?
It's not even
Bit
Christmas.
early.
Oh no, but that's only because I spilt dinner down the other jumper, and this is the only one I could find.
Right.
We'll just look at the top bit.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So, what are some of your favourite actors then? So,
Johnny Depp. He's like the one that got all of these films. And there's
any others?
well, not really unknown, but lesser known actor called Anaran Barnard. He's really good. He was in that Scylla with Sheridan Smith.
Yes, I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
He played her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I definitely recommend like his films. He was in one with Karen Gillan because I know you like Karen Gillan.
Oh well, I'll have to write that down and add that to the list.
This film. It's okay.
We'll take Manhattan. Yes, I have seen it. Yes, I approve.
Yeah.
I approve.
I think this was like after Doctor Who. 2011, also around the same sort of time.
Yeah, it was just before Doctor Who, I think. It was on like BBC 4, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah. Him and
good.
Johnny
I
Depp
liked
are
it.
my favourite.
Mhm.
Yeah. What, you two guys have already said yours?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
when you went.
Whilst I went over all that.
Like when you went to the bog.
Or when you went for a read, apparently, according to Ryan.
A read, right, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, we're not going down the whole Bodger and Badger route.
Okay, right. My favourite actors, I'm going to say Johnny Depp. He's brilliant. Love him in all like the Tim Burton stuff, and he's done a lot of other great stuff, especially as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean won't be Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're trying. But...
really like Mads Mikkelsen. I think he's fantastic. Yeah. Loved him in Casino Royale. He's in your crush book, is he? Oh. Yep. Who else do I like? Tom Cruise, quite like him. And I'm going to say Brendan Fraser because he's absolutely fantastic in The Mummy. And I really hope he has a big career resurgence now.
Yeah, I also like Tom Hardy because he was brilliant in Legend. Played 2 parts in the film. It's brilliant.
Yeah, The Craze, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I have not seen that yet.
I definitely recommend. It's a long film, but I definitely recommend it.
Oh, so it's a long one then. Good. What beloved film would you like to watch but haven't seen?
Ooh.
Casablanca, Maltese Falcon. I know they're quite well thought of, so I wouldn't mind watching them. I've got one of them.
Hello.
Wow.
Mine's a Christmas film. It's a Wonderful Life. I still haven't watched that.
You haven't seen that? Wow.
Because every time I remember starting to watch it and I was ill, and then the other year I was ill. So I just associate that film with me being ill.
Good choice. What about you, Ryan?
I do now.
Yeah.
I finally watched Alien.
Too many.
Yes. Did you watch Aliens as well?
No, the flashing lights in the first film put me off the second one.
But did you like Alien? I liked
it up to that point until I got blinded. But yeah. I enjoyed it.
That's good.
Put some sunglasses on.
I was literally I was trying to do this, trying to watch it.
Yeah, but
I must admit, during the scene in John Wick 3, I was a bit like that.
Yeah, that's horrific as well.
Yeah. Well, let's see what would be a good idea. Try and put sunglasses on. They might dampen the bright lights. That might work.
That's a good idea.
Can you imagine going into the cinema with sunglasses on?
You'd be tripping over.
Yeah, but
why are you wearing sunglasses? I'm like, I just can't deal with the flashing lights.
It's a fashion statement, taking sunglasses into the cinema.
Yeah, I'll wear my sunglasses and my cat ears.
Yeah. What about you, Andy? What sort of beloved film would you like to see but haven't?
I'm not too sure actually. I like sort of like over the years I've sort of like picked out like the big famous ones and tried to watch them. So I don't really know if there's any left. Like, I'm not sure if there's many I've not seen. Like if you name a couple, I could probably tell you, but I'm not too sure.
No, that's quite hard because I kind of thought you probably have seen every film in existence because you've got the whole catalogue there behind you.
Well, yeah, but no, I've not. It keeps growing. Somehow I've still not collected everything, but yeah, there's not many classics that I've not seen really.
Yeah. Oh. Moving on to Sally again, and she said, "Do you collect 4Ks?"
No.
No.
It's a money trap. It's too expensive. 25 quid a go is too much. 15 quid for a Blu-ray is enough, I think. She also says, "What are some of your favourite TV shows?"
Well, it used to be Doctor Who until that went down.
Yeah, till it became crap.
See, like half my favorite shows are ended now, but
yeah, mine are always ones that have like already been on, like Skins and Outnumbered and Waterloo Road and all Game of Thrones. It's all shows that have ended, but I just rewatch them.
Yeah.
Hard. It's like used to be The Walking Dead, but I give up on that. I can't be bothered to watch it anymore.
I've heard it's improved quite a bit.
It is? I'll have to see.
Yeah, it's
final season.
No.
I'd
rather eat my own foot than watch Walking Dead. Thanks.
I know you don't do zombies.
I know, I'm just too scared.
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, Batman the Animated Series is my favourite show of all time. I don't think anything will ever top it, in my opinion. I love The Twilight Zone. I think it's a fantastic sci-fi series. Probably the best sci-fi. It's probably the best sci-fi series ever, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. The story is so clever. I'd say Breaking Bad is up there for me as well. I absolutely love Seinfeld. I think that's one of the best sitcoms ever. Roseanne as well. It's a great show. Bar the last season. Friends, I absolutely really enjoy. I like a lot of sort of old school kids cartoons from my childhood as well, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Animaniacs, Power Rangers. For as cheesy as it is, I still get a big kick out of it. But yeah, they're just a few of mine.
Some great picks there. For me, Doctor Who before Jodie Whittaker. I like the Hannibal TV show. I do like The Walking Dead. Wow, the seasons I've seen. As for other shows, I like Line of Duty. I think that's pretty good. They're bringing that back again, I see. Luther. Idris Elba is fantastic in that.
I love Luther. So
good. I think we're getting a movie of that, aren't we? Or are we getting another series?
I think it's going to be a movie. I'm not sure.
Look forward to that.
I don't know if I want a movie with it though. I'm not sure.
I think it ended like kind of perfectly with the last series, so I don't know whether we do need any more, but I don't know.
I suppose because it's so popular.
Yeah, it certainly was like his big show over here, because wasn't he in The Wire in America?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and that was like where he shot to fame in America, and then over here it was more Luther, because I think a lot of people then got to know him through that. As for like comedy shows, I say like Only Fools and Horses, Steptoe and Son, really love them. Any of the old school 70s and 80s sitcoms, I quite like. What else do I like? Can't remember.
Yeah, a lot of mine's like On the Buses and Are You Being Served. It's a lot of the older comedy.
It's really good. Yeah. Very odd question from Sally. Looking forward to I'm a Celebrity and Who Do You Want in the Jungle? Well, they're not going to a jungle again. They're going back to that castle.
Yeah, I watch I'm a Celebrity every year. I don't miss it.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know if I'd want in the jungle though. But there's people I'd love, but it would never happen.
Chris Chibnall.
They can keep him there.
Oh, man.
Let's get Rick Astley in there.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, I've heard everything now. Bloody hell.
They'd probably get Chesney Hawkes in there. I could see that happening.
Oh, I'd watch if Chesney Hawkes was in it.
Who would you like to see, Andy?
I haven't got a clue. I watch it I try and watch it each year because it's sort of like, it's weirdly like a sort of comfort show.
Yeah.
It's just an easy thing to watch. But I don't really know who I want to see in it.
It's mainly like soap stars and footballers and.
Yeah. It's just like
old has-beens.
You wonder why
really.
some of them are just like, oh, but
Yeah.
It's basically just
never
people
heard
that I haven't even heard of really these days. It's like every time I try to watch, like I tried to watch it last year and I was just like.
I actually really enjoyed it in the castle.
It wasn't too bad. It was a nice change of pace, I think, from like the jungle.
The only thing I missed was a bit of drama because they all got on. I'm like, no, I want a bit of drama in there.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah. Go on.
Look, like see when they write, I think the best series was the one with John Barrowman in it. That's the last good one in my opinion. There was not really any drama.
Oh, I was quite shocked that John Barrowman done it. I don't know why. It just kind of shocked me that he done it, but it was so good in it.
What was I going to say? When you watch like a new series of I'm a Celebrity, it feels like you've got to have your phone with you and like Google who's this person, who's that person, because.
But the thing is, it's going to be crap for it. Doctor Who's on as well. You see how that's going to interfere.
Yeah.
So like.
But I'm a Celebrity's on at 9 o'clock at night, Brian, so it isn't going to really affect that. Yeah.
So,
but I'm looking forward to it. I bet it's coming back in November, normally mid-November.
Yeah, they've started the adverts for it. That's when I know it's getting close to Christmas, because I'm a Celebrity starts.
That's same here. It's like, it's the run-up to Christmas.
Yeah, because like I Am Celebrities like normally used to come on in December, right? But then it started to get more earlier and earlier. It's like November. It's like it's not going to be on for long, Like I can tell.
It's only on for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's water like since I've been in the castle.
Yeah, but like last year it was only on for 2, so basically it'll probably only be.
Yeah, it felt like it went really quick last year on Celebrity.
Yeah, it is a fun series. It's probably the only like reality show sort of thing I watch anymore. It's always quite entertaining to watch them do the Bush Tucker trials.
Some of them trials I think, I could do, but then I couldn't do the eating trials. Couldn't do it.
No, definitely not.
But even if it's disgusting, like I'll still do it. Never good. If it's got like fucking free stuff, I would.
Because like the reality stars, they only get paid like about 10 to 15,000, but like the bigger names, like when they had Noel Edmonds, they paid him like £200,000.
I think Mo Farah got quite a bit.
Yeah,
Mo Farah done it. But you see such a different side to these celebrities. Well, some of them are celebrities, but you just see a different side of them because they're so like vulnerable and it's just I don't know.
Yeah, you get to know them more. You get to see more than the persona that's on screen all the time, and it's good.
I did really like Vernon Kay, but then fell in love with him in I'm a Celebrity. I thought he was brilliant. So it just goes to show that you don't know the person really.
Well, an act, it's scripted.
What?
I'm slightly scripted, man.
No, Ryan, go away.
Brian, don't ruin I'm a Celebrity, please.
I'm a Celebrity was created. It's literally all scripted, right? It's all recorded, right? So basically, it's scripted. It's not real.
They must have hordes of footage wasted because, like, they film 24/7, don't they? And only show about 45 to an hour's worth of video a day, don't they? So a lot must be chucked away.
So basically, it's all acted out. at the end of the day. So
No, Ryan, not
yes,
listening.
it is.
Not
It
listening.
is. It's acted out.
I'm not. Me and Ryan are gonna fall out.
Don't ruin it, Ryan. Don't ruin it. Moving on. Sally says, what films are you going to buy next?
Well, I've just bought Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom on Blu-ray for like £2 because I haven't seen it yet.
That's good.
Matrix.
But I'm hoping I can get onto the H&B Halloween sale and get
I think it's still running.
Yeah. And if I can, Pete, I'll pick up your DVD for you.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
What's he
got there?
I'm not telling you. You have to find out in the Arrow sale video.
Okay. I'll watch it
I'll
after
get
the
the
stream.
notification for that, Ryan. It's in my watch later, so I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. So, what other films are you thinking about buying, Ryan? Any more?
I want to get Candyman. Like that's like if I still get time.
Fantastic film. Love it.
Oh, no, I've seen it.
What, the new one or the original one?
The original.
Original, of course.
I've not seen the new one yet.
I want to get Carrie. There's two more I want as well. Cruising and Dark Blue. I want them as well.
Dark Blue, isn't that the one with Kurt Russell, the police one?
Hell yeah, man.
It's all right. It's not great, Dark Blue, but Cruising's a very underrated film.
Who's in that one?
Al Pacino.
That's what I thought.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I looked online. I'm just saying online. Arrow, it's selling all the same stuff at the same price.
Good.
£8. They even get some for £5. Like you can get Witch, Nail, and I for like £5.
What, on Blu-ray? Witch, Nail, and I. Oh, that's a good film. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy? Oh, sorry.
The thing about I can tell is that with the Arrow stuff, it's more. I know it's mostly horror, but I think they should start doing like more like action kind of movies and stuff. Because like
it's more niche, more cult stuff that doesn't really have the audience. That's why I kind of like it.
Like I think. What you're fighting yourself, bugger. I just think that I think they should release some more interesting stuff. Like I would say Halloween could be really good on in Arrow, because that means we can get old films. Like same with like I'm gonna see what else. Oh man, I would say Chucky as well. I think Chucky would do really good on Arrow because you can't really get number 2 and 3 now.
Yeah.
Due to like they're actually rare.
It probably depends on how much like the license is from like the movie companies, because they have to pay a license to get the films, don't they? Work out a deal.
Yeah, and I would also suggest not Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, like for like Next Generation, like Leatherface, that kind of stuff.
What about you, Andy?
I'm not really looking to buy anything next year. Skin.
No. Nothing in the Arrow sale?
No, not at the minute. I did get a few things in the Arrow sale last time it was on, but nothing else has really sort of appealed to me. At the minute, I'm just waiting for payday now, to be honest. But yeah.
Cool. For me, probably we'll go to H&B later in the week and have a look at the Arrow sale, see what they got. I don't really know what new releases are coming out in the next couple of weeks. I do want to get Suicide Squad when that comes out.
Yeah.
Well, Pierce, you need to pick up Nightbreed.
Yeah, I have actually got it on the recording library, so I might actually watch it before I pick it up. But it's a Clive Barker, isn't it?
It's Clive Barker, but mate, it's an absolute brilliant film. Like with the edition you get like ultimate cut of the ending.
Oh.
So like cool. like in the theatrical, you see a different ending which I have not seen yet, but I've seen an ending that I have seen which is totally different.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to explain because I've got to watch it. But you will absolutely adore Nightbreed. It's an absolutely amazing film. You will absolutely enjoy David Cronenberg's performance as a serial killer. He's absolutely sadistic in that film. Absolutely sadistic. But he's
Sounds
amazing.
really cool, Brian. Look forward to watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Sally says, what's your favourite Michael Caine film? Get Carter or Italian Job?
Well, I like him as Alfred.
Yes, he's very good at Alfred. He was in Kingsman as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
And he just seems to pop up in every Christopher Nolan film as well, don't he?
Yeah, but not anymore now.
Because he's retiring or stepping back anyway.
Retired at 88 is brilliant.
Yeah.
Good age. Yeah. What about you, Andy?
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, how could I forget that? Oh, I love that film.
In my opinion, I'm going to say Get Caught Up because that is an absolutely brilliant film made up in the Northeast. And him coming up here.
Just don't bother with the remake.
The one. It's just the Stallone one, which is like no one gives a shit about. So yeah. So I'm looking for. I absolutely enjoy that film. That's saying all. I'm just like seeing this like, oh, I recognize that. I'm under the bridge and everything. But in it, like, but now you can like tell. I can literally just see like the location. Oh, it's the thingy bridge that. God sake! I'm trying not. I don't want to spoil the film.
No. Have you got any other ones, Soph, you like? Oh, sorry, Andy.
No, I was going to say Hannah and Her Sisters as well is one of my favourite Michael Caine movies. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to say Death Trap as well with Christopher Reeve. It's very much like Knives Out. It's like a whodunit, and I actually prefer it to Knives Out. I think it's a better film. But
You're hungry on a buffalo.
Wasn't he in Children of Men as well?
Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah, that's a really good
I was just Googling what he's doing. I like him when he popped up in Austin Powers.
Wasn't that the one with Beyonce Knowles in?
Yeah,
Goldmember?
Yeah. Oh, Zulu. That's a good film. The original 1964 Zulu. Good.
Zulu, yeah, seen that. He was in Tenet, wasn't he? He was in Inception. Was he in Interstellar? I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, right? In Inception and Tenet, he was vaguely in it. He was only in like one scene, and that's it. Yeah.
But it's like a given now with the Nolan film. He's in it.
Well, he's not going to be in the next Nolan film.
I'm just having a look.
I think
one of my favourites who was in was a film called Little Voice.
Yeah, Jane Horrock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one about the singer?
Yeah.
And she works. It's like a club. I think Jim Broadbent's like the owner of the club, or he's like the host of the club, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good film. Very good.
Yeah, he's he does voiceover as well in Dunkirk. He's like not in it, but his voice is. He's like does like he's like voice comes in over it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, great film.
Yeah. The British film that.
And I have
He's
the
had a
in there.
soundtrack as well. Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
Oh, Cars 2.
Oh, fuck me.
I've never seen that one.
Whatever were they thinking with that film?
Oh god. That's one of the worst sequels ever made. That I think.
definitely. I can't remember what his character was in there, but I remember he was in there as the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That film.
Whatever was Pixar thinking during that? That must be probably the worst Pixar film for me.
Hands down. Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. Absolute. Cars 2 is Pixar at its absolute worst.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Jaws 4.
Oh, was he in that? I didn't know that. He wasn't in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah.
That's a good film. Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but it looks good.
Obviously, Italian job or Italian job, however you say it.
Yeah. Just don't bother with the remake.
I actually didn't mind the remake.
Mark Wahlberg's in it, isn't he? I remember watching that. Like,
oh no, I've got one in my.
Yeah. The remake's not bad. It's not bad. It's nowhere near the original. But it's
No.
I think probably what I done wrong was watching it back to back with the original.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that wasn't a very wise idea, but yeah, he's had a fantastic career.
Yeah, he has. Amazing.
What's your favourite Christian Bale film? He was in something called The Fighter. He was quite good in that. And obviously the Batman trilogy.
Yeah.
I know he was in American Psycho, but I've never seen it.
I've got it, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh, The Prestige. I like him in The Prestige. It's a good film.
Get to see that.
I'm not a fan of that film, if I'm honest.
The
I don't really like the Batman trilogy either, if I'm honest. I'm sort of liking it less and less the more I watch it. I think either American Psycho or Empire of the Sun.
Good choices. So you're not keen on the Nolan Dark Knight trilogy?
No.
I'm not keen on the last one. The second one's good, but I do think it is a bit overhyped a bit. For me, I just love Batman Begins. That's my favourite.
Yeah, I do like The Dark Knight. But Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises are a bit...
Yeah. I only like the first two. The third one can suck a dick because it's shit. In my opinion, I prefer Batman 89 and Batman Returns. That's what I prefer.
Yeah. Because I got my 2 new sets from them.
Oh, they're really nice sets.
Yeah.
I only want the first two movies.
It's cheaper to buy in that set, Brian.
Yeah,
That's the thing I don't like about this. How they're all they're not separate movies. They're 2 in 1, and then plus artwork. There's no artwork.
It would have been nice if they were in separate boxes, but it's better than what they're in now. All 4 of them are in one case.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, right, that's why I want them to get them in their own cases because it'll look nicer.
Yeah.
But these all got all that nice artwork and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favourite Christian Bale film, Alfie?
Okay, there's one set.
Oh, he's on top of you, Ryan.
Oh, I didn't want him on top of this. Get bugger off. I'll be back in a minute.
Sally says, thanks for answering the questions. No problem. Right. Now I've got to find the comments. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, down, down.
Down.
Yeah. Right. I'm getting there. Yep. Talk about the remake. Right. AJ says, let's keep the comments going. Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, AJ.
Yep. We have James here. Thanks for having me on, guys. No problem, James. It was great to have you on. Awesome. Definitely will be asking you back again.
Yeah, and I like to stream with him. He seems really nice.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Movies with James. I've left his channel link in the description.
Hey, go bloody on and stop barking, you know.
AJ says True Grit was a fantastic remake. Yeah, it was.
No, my dad ruined that. I was getting really into it, and he told me what happened at the end, so I've never seen the whole film.
Oh no. Oh,
I
dear.
had some very choice words from my dad for ruining that film.
Jeez. Yeah, it's a very good remake. Wasn't that a Coen brothers?
Yeah.
You done that? Yeah.
What's his name?
It was John Wayne with the original, and it was like Jeff Bridges in the new one, wasn't it?
I keep wanting to say Kevin Bridges for some reason, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably-
John Wayne won the Oscar for the original Best Actor.
Did he?
I don't think
I haven't seen the original,
No,
but I
neither
did pick it
have I.
up.
Yeah.
Now I know the ending. I kind of don't want to bother.
That's the problem when the ending gets spoiled.
Yep.
So now I watch films away from my dad. I'm like, I'm not listening. You can't tell me what happens.
Yeah. Right. Walk On Always Believe says, my favourite remakes are Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Mother's Day, Uninvited, Hitcher, Last House on the Left, and I Spit on Your Grave. Really good choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like the Evil Dead remake. Definitely.
Yeah,
I
so
like
like,
it. Same here. Walk On Always Believes back and says, my favourite actors are Nick Nolte, Charles Bronson, Ray Lolita, Liam Neeson, John Travolta, Craig Fairbrass, Al Pacino, Norman Wisdom, Scott Adkins. Great mix. Brilliant. Cool. Norman Wisdom.
Legend.
Wasn't he the old comic actor, wasn't he?
Yeah. I've seen all the films. Pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them.
Yeah, we've got quite a few on DVD.
He's also back and he says, my favourite actresses are Jodie Foster, Jane Levy, Beatrice Dowell, Thora Birch, and Juliette Lewis. Cool. Haven't actually heard of a lot of them, to be fair. Yeah, nice. Jason says, I'm having a purge of my collection. Need more space.
When I see you on the weekend, I'll be getting brutal. I'll be like, you don't need it. Put it in the bin. Actually, maybe don't put it in the bin. Take it to CX.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, mashed potato.
Oh no.
Finally. Took you that long just to say it, Peter?
Well, we're 2 hours in, so I thought, well, Jason's put it anyway.
No.
I'll be having words to him after this.
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for your response.
Mashed potato.
I'll be like,
finally
all
learned how we do
adults,
this.
we do not need to be watching Butcher.
Yeah, we are grown adults and we still watch Bodger and Badger.
Till
Till 5 o'clock in the morning, man.
No, not so. Please, just wait till tomorrow. I'm literally just going to terrorize you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm literally just it's going to be like one of those streams when I'm just going to talk absolute shit.
Okay.
Well, you
Brilliant.
talk absolute shit anyway, Brian. So nothing new is there. So.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
Edward's back and he says, what's your favourite A Nightmare on Elm Street movie? None, because I haven't seen them.
Me either. I've got the remake and the original on DVD.
Mindstream Warriors.
But obviously I'm going to watch the original before the remake.
Yeah.
How do you like them? Like them in the league?
No, Alfie should take over because he's a lot cuter than you, Brian.
Oh, shut up, you. Shut up.
I'd like to see what Alfie's favourite Nightmare on Elm Street film is.
No, because he doesn't watch horror films, he's a dog.
Some dogs do sit there and just like stare at the TV, don't they? Sometimes.
Yeah, when I had a dog, she used to sit there and watch TV and used to turn her head, even jump up and actually look at the TV and look behind it to see what's going on.
I know cats do that, don't they? They get a bit confused, like, how are you there?
What about you, Andy? What's your favourite Nightmare on Elm Street film?
It's a toss-up between 1 and 3. I think they're the two best.
It's another horror franchise I really need to get into.
Oh,
I have seen the what's it, Freddy Nightmares, the TV series. I quite like that. I suppose it wasn't too bad.
I'm next month. I'm actually going through them all. So
Ooh.
How many is there?
7 or 8.
7, excluding the remake.
I didn't realise there was that many.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
There's bloody tons of bloody Friday the 13th.
Is that because they know they can make money off of them?
9, 10. They
Probably.
made 10. Well, there's 10 Friday the 13th movies.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I think Halloween had the most bloody sequels.
Yeah, we're up to how many now? 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because they got Halloween. No, Halloween, Rob Zombies, Halloween, Halloween 2.
6, 8, 10, 12. Yes.
2018. Yeah, it is 12. 12 movies.
Good guess. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
it'll be 13 next year with Halloween Ends.
Hopefully it does end because I've got too many now.
Yeah, and then it'll be Halloween the Return. I'll tell you, they'll continue it.
It's all about money, isn't it? Because it's popular.
Yeah, I know. It's done quite well in the box office, I think. Walk On Always Believe says, my favourite Michael Caine film is The Shiner.
The Shiner?
Shiner?
Is The Shiner.
I haven't heard of that before. Are you, Andy?
No.
Ooh.
It's the first time I've bloody heard of it. There's no way that made.
It is. We have Keith from Euphoria Pictures here. Hi, Keith. How are you doing?
Hi, Keith.
How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry I'm so late getting to your stream. No problem, mate. As long as you're here, that's great.
Heath is slowly becoming one of my favourite people. He's just so lovely.
It was great when we had him on the stream the other week.
Oh, that was
so much fun.
Yeah.
It was a good fun night. Jason says his favourite actors are Bryan Cranston and Toshiro Mifune. I gather an Asian actor. Cool.
That Bryan Cranston's the one from Breaking Bad, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was also in Godzilla as well.
Yeah, he was in the Power Rangers new movie, wasn't he?
Get me started with that film. I actually hate it. Not Power Rangers.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard from some of my friends who are fans of the old school Power Rangers, they actually didn't mind it.
I haven't seen the new one.
Yeah, I did pick up quite cheap, so I'll have to give it a watch, see what I think. Next comment. I like the next comment. It's quite funny. We have the unboxing guy, and he says, "Do you get paid from YouTube?"
No.
I wish.
Yeah, wish.
Yeah.
I wish I could do YouTube full time.
Yes. And a sponsorship from Costa or Greg's would be nice. A free latte with every video. Thank you, please.
Yeah, Pete, we haven't seen your daily Costa picture in a while.
I actually did went to Greg's. I've cheated on Costa now and gone to Greg's because it's cheaper. So yeah, I did take a photograph today, but I forgot to upload it.
You have to put it in the group chat later.
Yeah. Just me looking at the coffee cup. Jason says, favourite remakes are the 80s remake Creature Feature trilogy, The Thing, The Fly and The Blob. Blob, not The Bob.
Well, I've seen The Thing, but I haven't seen The Fly.
Right, I'm going to say about The Thing. The Thing is actually part of the trilogy that John Carpenter did. It's called the Darkness trilogy. And it starts out with The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and Mouth of Madness, so it's part of that trilogy.
Yeah, you need to watch The Mouth of Madness and Prince of Darkness.
I've got them upstairs. No, I haven't got in Mouth of Madness. I need to get that. Yeah. but like I am not paying like 12 quid for it, so I might just pay like 10 quid instead.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
That needs a arrow release in the Mouth Madness.
That's a good idea. I did pick up The Fly the other day, but I haven't seen the remake of The Blob. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, all three of those movies are like exceptional 80s horror films. Like they're all violent, they're all gory. They just give you everything you want in every way. The only original I've not seen is The Thing from Another World. I've seen the original Fly and I've seen the original Blob, but they are just fantastic remakes. I love all three of them.
Oh, yeah, I really need to watch The Fly. I've got it. It's the David Cronenberg one, isn't it, with Jeff Goldblum? Yeah, I've seen the original years ago, but never seen the remake, so probably have to watch that over the week. Not too long, is it? I think it's only like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Jason says, favourite modern remake is Evil Dead 2013. Cool. Do need to watch that. Need to watch all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe I actually freaking own it.
Don't you like it?
No. Well, no, I haven't seen it in years, right? So, like, my mind could just change, like, literally, but it's not my Evil Dead. It's not my Evil Dead. Ash Williams will always be my Evil Dead. But, yeah.
We have Luke, and he's talking movies forever. Hey, everyone. How's it going tonight? Did anyone like Halloween Kills? If you have seen it, I thought it could do better in some ways. Watched it today.
No.
I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't seen the 2018 one.
I watched it on Friday. It's alright, it's middle of the road. It's a fun Michael Myers murder trip, but apart from that, nothing really much else happens in it. It's certainly spending a lot of its time building up Halloween Ends. It's a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I have got a review coming out, but what about you two?
Oh. Halloween Kills. I didn't know how many say. I say the same thing. It's more like a filler, a fill in the middle of the road, as you said, and half the time it feels like a soap opera in a way.
Yeah.
So I think that I felt the film wasn't needed, but filling the gap, why not? It's just the best really. So
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I thought it was just a sort of run-of-the-mill slasher film. Very, very goofy, stupid scenes in it, particularly with sort of. I don't really want to spoil it, but I think you know what I mean. You know what I'm on about when I say that.
Yeah.
It gets a bit carried away with what it does with those characters. I think it just gets a bit. It runs away with itself. But the bits with Michael Myers, I thought were really good and fun. You know, they were what they were supposed to be.
They were the best parts of the film, I think.
Yeah, the bits with Michael Myers were the best part, and it was great to see those masks from Halloween 3. I mean, those there because they're in the trailer.
Yeah, they're shown in the trailer anyway.
Yeah, to see them get utilised. And yeah, I had a good time with it. Like I thought it was fine. It didn't offend me. Like, and with its, you know, like it wasn't a bad film, but it wasn't great either. It was just okay in my opinion.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem with it was that it was delayed a year, and the trailers pretty much showcased the whole film.
Yeah, exactly. It was like that film is just a soap opera. It is. It's a soap opera. It's like. And I'm just going to say Laurie didn't do it.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis was a bit underused in the film, definitely. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with Halloween Ends, and hopefully it will end.
Exactly. You got you.
Well, that'll be certainly a little bit misleading if they say Halloween returns in 2 years' time.
Oh, it's like sod them.
I can't wait for Halloween 20. When is it going to end? Halloween, when's it going to end? Walk on, always believe.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you, Soph.
Sorry.
Norman Riston actually slept at my house back in the 40s, 50s, 60s. My house was a B&B. Wow, that's interesting. That's cool. Have you had any other famous people staying at your house when it was a B&B? That's quite interesting, mate. Cool. Jason says a great underrated Michael Caine film is Harry Brown. Yeah, do agree. That's quite a recent one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 2009, 2010. Is it?
Yeah,
I know
something like that.
somewhere around that
I do
time,
want to
the
watch
late
it.
2000s.
That film's like a kind of sort of precursor to like John Wick and Nobody, I think. Sort of has it's from that same vein, just a little bit.
I haven't seen it in years. It was all set in Britain, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Keith says, have any of you gone and seen the latest Halloween Kills? And if so, what do you think? Very middle of the road.
Yeah,
We've already been through it, yeah.
I didn't know how many times
what it is.
Halloween Kills.
Yeah. I mean, with both Halloween Kills and Venom 2, I mean, I haven't seen Venom 2, but I feel like if I hadn't seen the film, I've already know what to expect because of the trailers. Especially with Venom, they give away so much that you feel like you've already seen the film, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, with Venom 2, they showcased like a 9-minute part of the film on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, Sony did, and that's like 10% of the film. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Walk On Always Believe says, I'm not a fan of the Halloween franchise, but I did enjoy 4 and 5, and I loved the Rob Zombie remake. I also thought the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 was actually okay. Cool. I haven't seen any of them, only the first one and the new ones. But I do know that Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie one, seems to be rather controversial, and a lot of people aren't keen on that one. What's your opinions on them, Andy?
No, that's fair. That's fair enough with what Walk On Always Believe is saying. But for me, I always will gravitate towards the first three. I think the first three are really, really good. 4 and 5, I think 5 is the weakest. I think 4 is okay. 4 is good for what it is. I think the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 is borderline unwatchable for me. I think it's an absolute train wreck of a film, just in general. I think it's impossible to follow the story in that film. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I think the first Rob Zombie remake is okay, but it just takes it in a direction I don't care for at all. It's okay. It's leaps and bounds better than the Halloween 2 Rob Zombie one, but for me, the first three will always be the three that I go to the most. I love the first one's a masterpiece. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. The only thing that could be wrong with it is it's subjective to people. You either like it or you don't. But as a made film, it's perfect. Everything, the work gone into it, the way it's made, it's flawless. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's fair enough. Halloween 2 is a great follow-up. It just cranks up the slasher value to it. It's so much fun. The second one, I really, really enjoy it. You can watch it with part 1 back to back, no issues. And Halloween 3 was a gamble, which for some people paid off and some people didn't. For me, it did. It was the first Halloween film I saw. I think it has a very, very good story to it. Very underrated story. With a great cast. The visuals of the masks in that film are just absolutely iconic. I love them. the ending to Halloween 3 as well would rival the ending to the original. In my opinion, it has a fantastic ending, which is up there with the original for me. I absolutely think that film is a great horror film, and it just drips the Halloween season. You know, it absolutely oozes everything you'd associate with Halloween. That film.
Yeah.
The first three for me are like a must watch each October, definitely.
Sounding good. Really want to watch 3 now. It seems to be a very underrated and sort of hidden gem of the franchise.
There it is.
Yeah. It does the intro with the pumpkin very differently to the first 2 movies.
Yeah.
It's that's really the only similarity that the 3 movies have. You know, they say Michael Myers isn't in the 3rd film. I mean, technically, on a technicality, he is, but it's a technicality. He's only in it by a technicality by name. You know, blink, you'll miss him. But yeah, it's a very good horror story, Halloween 3, and it's quite frightening as well. You know, it's hard to get into without talking about spoilers with that film, but the way that film takes and the way it ends it's one of the best in horror films, in my opinion. I think it's great.
Ooh. Look forward to watching that one. What about you, Ryan? What do you think of the Halloween ones?
Right. As I said, I have not seen 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like, I've seen, like, Rob Zombie's, like, you know, 2 movies. I've seen the first 3. Well, the start of number 3. I haven't seen the rest of it. But, and the new ones are up there now. I think the first 3 will be, like, I think the best ones, like, out the whole series. Like, I can tell that, like, those 3 will always be, like, part of the majority of the best ones. But like 2018 is basically the last good Halloween movie that we've got. Then I feel like Halloween Kills, it's fading back to where it was, where Halloween just turned into an absolute shit fest.
Yeah.
But you just gotta tell when Halloween Ends comes out. Like, you know, I feel
hopefully when that comes out, it will make a more like better story, so it feels like a more complete trilogy. Because it just feels like it's plays out for this Halloween Ends throughout Kills, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like it just needs to die. Halloween needs to die because I can tell it can't continue anymore. Like Halloween Ends, just go all out, just go mad in this, like, and just make what Halloween's supposed to be, right? Because like this Halloween film, I just felt it didn't really need a mob, really.
Well, I heard from one of the interviews with the director that when Halloween Ends come out, they're going to put coronavirus in part of the story. COVID's going to play a part of the story, which I think is a very odd idea.
Yeah, but it's like,
I don't know. It is strange.
Well, basically, you know what's going to happen? It's Michael out. Like, it's just basically, it's just Michael breaking the coronavirus rules.
Yeah.
That's all what's going to happen. So it's just like, oh yeah, it's just Michael wearing a face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wears a mask anyway, so you know.
Yeah, so he's already set.
Might include a face mask in it when the new poster comes out. This time, he will kill COVID.
So what have you seen of the Halloween film, Sophie? You've only seen the first one, am I right?
Yeah, I've only seen the first one.
Did you like it?
It was alright, it's just that music. Oh, it's kind of cool.
Right. The thing with the music is, the first time you watch it, it is a bit campy, it's a bit cheesy.
Yeah,
but
it's brilliant now. Love it. Great tune.
I've got the 2018 one to watch.
You'll like that.
It sounds a lot better.
Yeah, the music doesn't get overused. It doesn't. It plays like in the intro, and then it goes. Then they put it in at the right times. Because the best thing, because that movie's got an absolute brilliant soundtrack. It's like John Carpenter wrote the soundtrack for that movie. He did a brilliant job, and I think like if you watch Halloween again, you can hear that the music from the actual theme song, it doesn't really get overused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a rewatch because I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because
it gets better with a rewatch. Definitely.
Because if you see, like when me and Pete watched it last night when we did the review at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning because we kept getting interrupted. We like sussed it out that the intro music wasn't actually getting overused. It wasn't at all. And I feel like with the music, the different music that's going on, it felt so right, like for the feeling of the movie. It makes you feel that Michael's there, he knows you're there, and he will always follow. And I felt that felt what was missing from Halloween Kills. Like if you saw from Halloween 2018, he wasn't just there. We know he was there. Like I had that feeling, and literally it just took that feeling away from the movie because I just wanted to focus on the town, what the hell the characters called from it. I felt that wasn't needed. You should have just let Laurie do her thing.
Yeah.
But that's what the people write it for. They just write it because they just want. That's all I'm going to say for that.
Moving on, Jason says Bryan Cranston voiced a lot of the monsters from the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the early 90s. The character Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger, had his name as to honor him. Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right, we have a few more comments here. We have Keith on here saying, thanks, Soph, for such kind words. I had a great time on your stream a few weeks back, Pete, and I would do it again soon. Yeah, definitely, Keith.
Yeah,
just
I'm up
give
for
us
that.
a message.
It's really good.
Yeah, we'll have to do it next month sometime.
Yeah, we still need to try and get you on here. Let's get kicking live because we've already got one person coming up in the next couple of weeks. Just got to find a confirmed date. So
me.
We might actually.
Yeah.
Oh God, and it's the stream tomorrow and all. Don't worry, so it's just me and Pete's just doing the stream tomorrow.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that means you can just see us just like putting shit out for all of it.
Is there going to be a quiz tomorrow?
No.
Oh, that's all right then.
I'm really up for doing a quiz. So you need to write on Ryan.
Well, he's got about 20 or 30 questions left, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a horror quiz as well. We'll do a horror quiz sometime, but I'm not doing it tomorrow. I'll kind of be asked.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. AJ says the new Halloween film was not good.
It's not good. Yeah. Okay, it's an okay film, but it's not good.
It's middle of the road. A lot of people seem to be more on the negative side of.
Yeah.
Mind you, some people absolutely love it. Amanda loves it. I think he gave it a 9 out of 10. But yeah, there seem to be splitting opinions a lot.
Scott's seen it about 6 or 7 times.
Oh,
yeah,
and that
Scott's seen it a lot.
Yeah. It's like it's incredible. Someone can watch it 6 times. Yeah, just imagine the second time you watch it, it's actually this is quite good. This. You just did that. It's just depending on like what you got.
AJ says Venom 2 was poor, no story at all. Yeah.
I didn't like the first one, so.
Come, sir.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't like the first one.
I actually prefer the first one over the new one.
I prefer Spider-Man 3 to the Tom Hardy Venom, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I just don't like the humour in Venom. I just don't think it's needed.
No. Seriously? Venom's meant to be... We'll see with me, right? Venom is meant to be a dark character. He literally murders people. He fucking bites people's heads off.
Yeah.
Literally, if you saw like some of the comics, he actually is fucking brutal. Yes.
Yeah.
And that was missing. That was missing about Venom. it needed that. It needed the blood and gore. It needed the proper profanity, like
Yeah.
swearing, like, you know.
I mean, it was a 15 plus over here, but really, with like a couple of scenes just cut out a little bit, it could have been easily a 12 because it felt very much like it was an MCU film at times.
This is why they keep, like, you know, getting producers that don't know the stuff. They don't know what they're doing, and
It's just about getting the lower age rating so more people can see it and more tickets being sold. Bless yourself.
I know that, but I just feel like it's not a film I would rewatch. I would probably rewatch it. The only good thing
my
about
hope with is like the Batman after the Joker's success and with the Batman next year. Hopefully, we'll see more mature superhero films because that's what I think needs to be done.
Yeah,
especially
I got
with Marvel.
watching that trailer.
Yeah, I can tell that's going to be R-rated because I can tell.
Oh yeah.
We need an R-rated Batman.
I'm
the last R-rated Batman we got was actually in Justice League actually, because that R-rated, and I felt that's the Batman we should have got.
I've not seen Justice League.
Oh, Zack Snyder's Justice League is amazing.
The Snyder Cut, brilliant. 4 hours, but it does fly by, to be honest.
So it doesn't feel like really slow and like dragged out.
No.
Not really, no.
Not really. No, the best thing is if you get the Blu-ray, you can actually watch it in parts as well. That's what's really good. You can watch it in parts. You don't have to watch it all, you know.
Because it's 2 hours on each disc.
It's 2 hours on each disc, yeah. And
I could do that.
Yeah, because before they were gonna before they were gonna release it as a full part film, they were gonna make it into a TV series, right? So you get means you could have watched an episode each week, but Sark himself decided he wants it all in one film, because he's a true cut. And which I can tell that movie was supposed to be 2 movies.
Yeah.
Basically, I think we got the full story from it. From 2 movies. I can tell that you don't have to watch it. Or it's like Stephen King said, if you watch from the original TV movie, right? You don't have to watch all of that because they were in episodes. Because it was a miniseries.
I have it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's really good.
It's good. I liked it. Tim Curry.
No artwork whatsoever.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because first part's on one side and the second part's on the other side. And the best thing, so if you play the first part right, the best thing is you don't have to click play when it goes on. Once you flip all out, it'll just play straight away. So that's good.
Cool.
So yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Snyder Cut, Andy?
I think it's good. It's an improvement over the Wheaton one, definitely. But I just thought it was good. I thought it was okay. You know, for what it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. But I don't think it's this amazing film that it's made out to be.
Yeah.
Because
I
still think with Zack Snyder, I still think he's visually he's a good. What he brings to the screen is good to look at, but I just don't think he's a great storyteller. I don't think he's a great director in that sense. But visually, he's spot on. There's always something lacking in his movies that stop them from being great. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's
just always
I can get where you're coming from. It's always lacking just that little bit of something.
Yeah, it's just missing something all the time with him, and I just don't know what it is. But yeah, that's just my.
So, from this year, do you prefer the Suicide Squad over the Snyder Cut?
I enjoyed the Snyder Cut for being, the gritty sort of Justice League that we deserve to see.
Yeah.
Without studio interference. But I thought the Suicide Squad was a lot more fun. I just had much more of a comfortable, better time with it. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
it was just that bit much more enjoyable. Like the Snyder Cut was fine for what it is, and it was a good gritty story with great characters. But the Suicide Squad was a lot more fun. It was just more of an easier watch.
The Snyder Cut, you got to be really in the mood to watch that. Suicide Squad, you could just pop on any time because it's a really enjoyable film.
Even though it does drag, like when it goes to a particular scene, but once it gets back into the motion, that's what's good about it.
Yeah, it's a good fun film. Jason says, I'm going into Halloween Kills and Venom 2 with tempered expectations. Halloween Kills sounds exactly like what the title suggests, which is all I want. Yeah. If you just want Jason, Michael killing people, then you're fine. It's a good time.
Yeah.
AJ says, Dune was marvellous. I done a review today, non-biased in that I watched no other reviews or read anyone's opinions, avoided it as I hated the older Dune movies. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people seem to be liking it, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching tomorrow because I don't have any videos to make, so that's what
I might give it a go tomorrow as well.
Yeah. I still think 2 hours and 20 odd minutes is still a bit long, but I think 2 hours could have been good for it.
Well, we've just talked about the Snyder Cut at 4 hours, so 2.5 hours isn't too bad.
I didn't get it wrong, just didn't get me started. No Time to Die again.
I'll hold judgment on its length until I've seen it.
That's what she said.
That come out wrong.
Oh god. Really? Oh.
Sorry, we're both being mature adults, aren't we? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we are really mature.
Yeah. I have to say it. Sorry. I have to.
It always comes out wrong. Never right.
Bloody hell.
Pete, just stop. Just stop while you're ready.
Yeah. Once I start, I don't know where to stop. But,
so I'll remember to remind you tomorrow about Chucky, alright?
Yes.
episode 2 tomorrow. Look forward to that.
Yeah,
I think you sent me. You acquired it for me, so.
I've already sent you it, but I think I'll just send you another one because just to make it easier for you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Because me and Pete's watching it tomorrow, so so I'm hoping it's gonna be like more fresh on now because we already know like what's been going on.
Yeah, the first one was a good character building study, and I think probably the second one will still build a few characters, but hopefully expand, like Chucky being killing people. So we'll see what happens. Look forward to it. It's only 8 episodes, am I right?
Yeah, I'm hoping. For some reason, when I looked at it, it might be 10, but I was like, I'm just wanting to keep it at the 8 mark because I think it's better that way.
Yeah, I hope they don't just try and cram it all into like those episodes and it be rubbish.
I would see us getting another season. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta see what's gonna come.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow it is on the night on the Sci-Fi channel, but not in it over in America. So we'll probably won't get it until like around the British, like when it's when it gets properly acquired. Yeah. What's your thought? August 2?
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Don't.
Look at what they're doing to Home Alone. Look at it.
Oh, I've seen that trailer. That trailer's freaking terrible, mate. Literally, right?
Worst film of the year. I can guarantee it looks dreadful.
Literally, right? What they're doing from it? It's basically, do you know if you've watched like the original Home Alone trailer, right? It's actually just the same trailer, but like what they just recreate
with the new characters in, yeah.
I still didn't.
The original Hocus Pocus is great. We don't need another one.
No.
Is it going straight to Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so,
Luckily, it's going to be. So that means the United's going to be crap. But of course,
Yeah.
It's been too long. I can't remember how many when Hocus Pocus even came out. It was a 90s,
93.
93. They've just left it too long now. Just leave it.
Yeah, way too long.
That's one Pete. You say, when it comes to 93, because that's what we could have said. Focus.
What do you think of Hocus Pocus 2, Andy? Do you think they should be doing it, or should they leave it?
Yeah, it's too late in it now. It's too late in the day.
Yeah. Should sequel.
I love the first one for what it is. I don't think the first one's a great movie, but it's an easy watch. Like, it's just it's fun and it's enjoyable, and it absolutely very similar to Halloween 3. It oozes and drips the Halloween season. It fits the season so well. You can watch it around October and completely get the Halloween vibes from it. But I just think it's too late to do a sequel. If they do it, I hope it's good.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, but
yeah. Oh, I did. Rory already fucked up The Craft. Anyway,
I've never seen The Craft.
I've never seen it, but I've heard the new one's crap.
It is.
I don't really like the original Craft. I think it's okay. It's not amazing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do much for me, The Craft. But,
Right.
Right.
Luke says, anyone seen The Vanishing with Gerard Butler? It was a good watch, a little bit. I watched last night. Haven't seen it. I can't remember if I've even heard of it.
I still need to watch Greenland with Gerard Butler. I heard that's meant to be really good. Greenland.
Yeah, that's really good. I quite like that one. Is that the one that was on Prime?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. Paul says, that's what I thought was all I wanted from Halloween Kills. Jason, then I watched it. If that's all you're going in for, though, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
And he says, Paul says, Dune is up there as potential film of the year for me so far. Masterpiece. Wow, I need to be watching it, Anne. Very high praise indeed.
In it, so,
Well, I approve of Zendaya, so I'll be watching it nevertheless.
She could be in my bed instead of Tom Holland.
Fucking yeah.
You wish, Ryan. Keep
Fucking wish.
Ryan, this is a family stream. I think it's gone out the window anyway.
Yeah, Pete went out the window.
It's 10:30. Do you know it's 10:30? So it's after hours, so it's fine.
Right, I'm on the move. I'm going downstairs. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'll be the same person.
See you in a sec. Yeah. AJ agrees with Paul about June, so yeah. Are you going to see it, Andy?
Yeah, if it comes out this weekend, I'll try and squeeze in a 2.5 hour movie. Yeah.
It comes out on Thursday.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So it comes out on Thursday, so it's out now. But it's out online in the minute, so that's how I'm watching. I can't be bothered to go to cinema.
It was leaked at the weekend though, weren't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. See, because I'm thinking of which, because I'll be watching it tomorrow, but I'll probably watch it after I'll watch Chucky and go watch Halloween 2, get that video done. That'll be us for 20 odd minutes rambling and getting disturbed. Well, I've got it edited, but it's not coming out tomorrow. That's coming out on Thursday because it's not getting rushed. So yeah.
Walk On Always Believe is back and says, I'm surprised Halloween 1 and 2, the original, hasn't been released as one long flick. Also, Friday the 13th, 1 and 2 as one long flick. I think that would work really well. I'll give Halloween another try, not seeing it in yonks. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
cool.
That is
Do you know there's actually a fan actually put 1 and 2 together, literally cut the credits off, and literally continues straight after that. And I heard that it's meant to be really good. You can get it on Blu-ray as well, but I think it's really hard to get. And I actually want to see that. I can literally just do that myself. About got maybe just rip the films together and just put them together, and there you go.
That would be a cool idea for the studios to do that. Yeah. I hope you like Halloween when you rewatch it. Walk on, always believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what we're watching? We're actually watching the Ultimate Cut tomorrow, so it's fine.
Yeah, because I know that copy I've got is like heavily edited. It's only like 79 minutes.
Yeah, the version that we're watching is actually an hour and 46 minutes. It's longer. Well, it might be, it could be interesting.
Yep, I'll just wait until Sophie's ready to read the next comment because it's about the Halloween music.
Oh God. God,
Paul says the music to Halloween is not cheesy. I rock out to that in the shower.
I want to listen to the rock. I think we need a rock version of that song now. I think that's what we need because like that was a metal version. I think that will fit in the last one.
We'll agree to disagree on that one, Paul.
Luke says, well, I'm one of them people that actually really enjoyed Venom too. All laughs for me, really enjoyed it. Well, that's good, Luke.
Yeah.
That's good to hear you like it. I think Ben liked it quite a lot as well. Somebody who I know, Ben Fussy or whatever his name is, he really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's good. If you enjoyed it, that's the main thing, mate. Right. And final comment as of now is from Jason. Do you think Ridley Scott will conclude the story of his Alien prequels with a third film? Even though I'm not a fan of those films, I still think I would like a concluding chapter.
I'm not bothered.
After Covenant, I don't really want to see it anymore. Oh man, that was awful.
Right, had to torture myself sitting down watching that when I saw that at the cinema. Seriously, it's absolutely terrible. It's terrible. Right, we'll literally find out who created the xenomorphs. Oh yeah, it was a goddamn robot.
Now, I really liked Prometheus. I thought I was great, but Covenant has kind of soured that a bit, I suppose, a bit like The Last Jedi with Force Awakens. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, if he wants to do a third one, fair enough, but aren't they doing like a TV series or something now of Alien?
There's too many bloody, like, look, man, I don't think we don't need an Alien TV series, right? I just think they should let the series die. That's what they need to do.
It needs a rest, certainly.
Oh yeah, well, totally, because like, I just feel like it's not needed now. It's the same with Predator. It's not needed. Look,
Predator's just being pushed out all the time. It isn't needed.
Well, exactly. Like, the first one's just going to be good as always. That's what's going to happen.
The first two, yeah.
It's never going to be like have that particular feeling like I give it to the table.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about it. It's just it needs a bloody rest. It doesn't need to continue. So yeah.
Jason said, "Oh, sorry, did I say the Alien prequels? I mean the David trilogy." That's about right.
I absolutely agree with you. It's all about David.
What does that mean? I'm confused.
Right. Oh, for God's sake.
Michael Fassbender's character David, the android robot.
Yeah, but I do call him Michael Fassbender sometimes. Because like sometimes, like if you see Assassin's Creed, I call him Michael Fassbender because the film is crap.
What do you think of the Alien prequels, Andy?
I can take or leave them, if I'm honest. Ridley Scott's very, very hit and miss for me. He can make a masterpiece, and then the next minute he can make an absolute snooze fest. Yeah, I don't really care for them. I think the first one is up there with Blade Runner for me. It's like, top two best films he's ever made. But the prequels, they're okay, I guess. And they don't really do anything special for me. Can take or leave them, if I'm honest. Yeah.
And Sophie, you haven't seen any of them, only the first one.
Yeah.
Right. Andrew Berries with the brilliant question: have you seen *Malignant* or *Malignant*? *Malignant*.
Malignant.
If
Not
so,
malignant.
it's
Malignant.
*Malignant*. If so,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts? Loved it. Great film. One of the
I
best
really
films.
So
enjoyed it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Andy,
Andy,
you've not seen it yet, have you?
I hasn't.
No, not seen it yet.
So good.
Yeah, it is
It'll
brilliant.
be 10 years' time until he watches it.
I'm definitely going to get it when it comes out.
Well, yeah.
Yep. And obviously, Jason says *Malignant*. *Malignant* is amazing.
Malignant,
Film of
not
the year.
malignant. It's malignant, Pete.
*Malignant*. Yes.
It's not malignant. It's malignant.
*Malignant*.
It's the way
There
it's
you go.
spelled. I kept calling
Yeah.
it malignant.
Yeah. It's yes, how I spell them because I'm reading it quickly. That's why it's *Malignant*. There you go.
But it's so good.
It is really fantastic. Love it. There you go. Jason says Alien, Aliens, and Aliens 3 is a great rounded off story and should be where you stop watching.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
agree.
So that's one of the one. That's David Fincher. I still haven't seen that one.
I wasn't keen on Resurrection. Was it Resurrection? Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one with Brad Dourif. That's why. And yeah, I still need to watch Alien 3 to see how it is. That's the only one I haven't seen yet. I don't give a shit about Resurrection. I don't think I'll watch it.
I've got Prometheus to watch.
I like that. I thought it was alright, but because Covenant kind of really fucks it up, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I only really like the first two, but I'm of the unpopular opinion that I prefer Alien Resurrection over Alien 3. I have a lot of fun with Alien Resurrection, despite how bad it is. You know, it's got a decent cast of characters in it that are fun, but it's very, very stupid. It's a very stupid film. Alien 3, for me, was just beyond boring. I just couldn't get on board with it at all. I don't even think David Fincher, very similar to sort of David Lynch with Dune. David Fincher doesn't really like Alien 3 because of the studio interference, and was very much, I think Fox said, it has to have these certain things and it has to follow this path, and I think it's sort of put limits on what he wanted to do with it. And I just don't really enjoy Alien 3. I just think it's a dull movie. First two are masterpieces, though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can watch Alien back to back and have a phenomenal time with them. Two of the best sci-fi films ever made. Alien and Aliens, just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. Right. Next up, we have Mike Woods. Evening, guys. Hope you're well. Thanks, Mike, for joining. And he says, most overrated director.
Oh, it's Mike.
That's a good question.
Can't really think of one.
I suppose you could kind of. Well, he's made some good films and some bad films, as you said, like Ridley Scott, I suppose. I mean, he has made some absolutely incredible films, but he has made a lot of films. In a way, I suppose Zack Snyder's a bit overrated.
I was going to say M. Night, how you pronounce his last name?
M. Night Shyamalan, yeah.
Yeah, because some of his films are really great, and then some of them are just like really bad. I don't know.
I'm going to be controversial and say Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I know some films of his I'm not really that keen on.
I think all his movies. Yeah, all his movies look great, but I just think he's such a pretentious filmmaker Like, I just feel as if he says, if you don't get the film I'm making or the story I'm telling, then you're a dickhead. Like, he just really sort of is. He's very difficult to get behind in recent times. I actually think Tenant's one of his better ones, but there's a lot of his movies I don't like. Like, I don't like The Prestige. I don't like Dark Knight Rises at all. I do find some of his movies confusing, like Inception. And I think Interstellar looks great, but I just find it confusing, and I think the ending is atrocious. I think The Dark Knight is one of the most overrated films I've ever seen. It has an amazing performance, which overshadows everything else about that film. It's not. It's when it came out, I thought it was great, and I was really in that bubble of, oh my god, this is the best film ever. But it came out at a time when we didn't have the MCU. It came out at a time when, you know, we had Batman Begins, but the last Batman film before that was Batman and Robin. So I think people get sort of carried away with Dark Knight, and they think it's the bee's knees and the best film ever. And I'm just not in that crowd at all. I think it's good. I think it's fine for what it is, and it's a good watch. But the movie has flaws. It's not perfect. It has issues in it which are glaring to me now on rewatch. Like, I think the scene with the Scarecrow has some of the worst editing I've ever seen, and the scene just completely confused me. It has plot points in it which don't add up with Joker's plan towards the end. I mean, the Joker's plan is so complex that plan cannot go smoothly without hiccups. It's a bit ridiculous and a bit far-fetched to me. But I just think he's overhyped and he's overrated, in my opinion.
I think Dunkirk is very overrated.
Good. Yeah.
I've not seen Dunkirk yet. I couldn't get on board with it.
I didn't mind Dunkirk.
They rely on a lot of the noises.
I thought it was okay. It suffers from lack of plot, Dunkirk.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Sophie? You got any other ones, or is it just M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone.
I thought it was was it Shamalama Ding Dong?
Yes, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. That's his name.
Yeah.
Because he's done some great films. Like, I really enjoyed Signs. Really enjoyed that film.
Yeah.
Then I watched The Visit, and was like, meh.
And then he's done The Last Airbender, which I've heard is awful.
It's not called The Last Airbender. It's called The Last Arsebender.
Okay.
I did that. Yeah. I actually really like the Village, though. I don't actually mind the Village.
Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty good. It suffered from really, really bad marketing, but I actually think it is quite creepy, The Village.
I know Jason's quite a big fan of Old. He said that's quite good. I think that comes out later this month.
Yeah.
I still need to see that. I enjoyed.
It's an interesting premise.
Split. I enjoyed Split. Split was really good.
Yeah, that looks good. That's the one with James McAvoy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andrew Berry says the series really stops at Alien 3 and then the mythos moves efficiently across to the books. River of Pain and Sea of Sorrows. Haven't really read none of the books. Have you guys?
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
I'm not a really big book reader. I prefer graphic novels. Because I mean,
not a big reader, Ryan.
No.
How very dare you?
Oh, I thought you were a big reader, Ryan. I knew you like your reading, but hey.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. We have Keith, and he says, any of us excited for the new Ghostbusters film?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the 2016 one, but we won't talk about that because Ryan gets really upset about that.
Oh, fuck.
But obviously that didn't feel like it was part of like the franchise of Ghostbusters, but it's still an enjoyable film. But this one feels like a proper Ghostbusters film.
Yeah. It seems to be a love letter to the past as well as moving the series forward, which I quite like.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, when's it come out? Next month, don't it, in cinemas?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so,
surprised it didn't come out this month because it's like Halloween-esque.
Yeah, all the reviews have been like pretty much like real positive. I think I've only ever seen one negative review, and I think it was from The Guardian, but can't wait for it. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a good way, like you said. I think it's a good way to move it forward and still sort of like emulate and pay homage to the past, because
Yeah.
I think that first film is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
It only really sort of worked once. For me, the 2016 one seemed to sort of play up the whole. I don't know. It seemed to think that having an all female cast was doing something new, when really it wasn't. Like, a lot of people forget, there was an animated series of Ghostbusters in the 90s, and that had a female Ghostbusters. It had a female Ghostbuster in it, and that to me was like, that is not making the cast female is not bringing anything new. I've seen a female Ghostbuster before. It's not doing anything new. It's not bringing anything to the table. It just feels like a cash-in idea. Very, very gimmicky. But I am looking forward to this new one. You know, it's got a Reitman directing it, which hopefully it's in good hands and it's going to be treated properly. And you know, it looks like it's got a good cast. It looks like it's doing something interesting. You know, the trailers have piqued my interest, and I just hope and pray that it's going to be good.
Same here.
Yeah.
Andrew says the others, the prequels, blah, really ruined the direction of Alien. Yeah. Where are we now? Oh, I've got quite a few comments still. Jason says, I love Alien 3 probably more than most. The production values is dark and dingy and has themes of loneliness, limbo, and death. Like the characters are stuck in their own purgatory. Yeah. I don't mind it. It's good.
Yeah, I can see that.
I enjoyed it more than Resurrection, but I haven't seen it for quite a while, so probably I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the first two for me that I really enjoyed. But yeah. We have Peter stand in silence here saying, Leon! Leon isn't here. But yeah.
Okay.
Uwe Boll is the most overrated director, Jason Broom. What did he do, Andy?
I don't think he's overrated. I just think he's shit. In a nutshell, he's just absolutely fucking awful.
Yeah.
You know, but the guy thrives off that though. The guy thrives off churning out shit. He absolutely loves it. Like if you said to him, your movies are shit, that to him is a compliment. Like, he thrives off that. Absolutely.
So he purposely makes bad
films. I think he purposely makes bad films. Like, he really doesn't care what anyone thinks. I've never seen a film of his because they just look so fucking awful. He does like some of the worst video game adaptations ever.
The Far Cry one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Just like,
it's awful.
Just doesn't give a shit about making a good film, and he doesn't give a shit what people think.
Peter, stand in silence, says Jason Brett, to me the original trilogy is so much 3 different flavors of Alien. Yeah,
totally agree with that.
Very true. Yeah, Jason agrees. It has, like the Alien, it has 3 stages of life.
But we're going to say Babe Station
then. Peter says, sometimes I'm not sure all those Stanley Kubrick films really are all that great. Jason Brett, my point was they're pretty much 3 different movies, different types of movies. Yep, Jason agrees. Peter says, I've read a few issues of the Alien vs. Predator comic books. They seem pretty cool. Yeah, I ain't seen none of the comic books. I've seen the films. First one was all right. Second one, can't really remember much about it. I don't think I could see much of the second film. Does anyone know of a valid 10% discount code for Arrow's page?
No.
I had no idea. I gather if you're subscribed to them, you
No.
get one sent to you through the emails. I ain't got a clue. But I haven't had one, man. Ooh.
That's why I prefer getting them from the HMV. I know
Yeah, you might as well.
It's like, it's easier.
Jason says, old is an entertaining film with bad acting and scenarios that should be more horrific than they are presented on screen. That may sound negative, however, I was highly engaged throughout. Cool. Definitely need to watch that. Have you seen Old, Andy, or not?
No, it's one I want to check out though. There's a few M Night movies I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen The Last Airbender and I haven't seen After Earth. Probably for good reason. But I heard he sort of
After Earth is awful.
Yeah, I heard he sort of hit a return to form with Split, which I thought was good. I enjoyed Split, and then he sort of lost it a little bit with Glass. You know, I think M Night was probably a victim of his own success with The Sixth Sense, because I actually legit think that is a good film, and I think the twist overshadows that film. I think people get away with the twist because it's what people remember that film for. When actually
I've never seen it, but I know how it ends, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Don't.
There are some actually really good creepy things in that film.
There's a bit with them, like mother poisoning her own daughter or something.
Yeah.
I've seen that clip.
Yeah. There's some bits in it that are messed up, but it's a slow burn, The Sixth Sense. But I actually think it's got some really, really good creepy stuff in it. There's a car crash that happens in it, and that is a absolutely creepy sequence. Some brilliant acting in it. But I just think it gets overshadowed by the twist.
Yeah. Andy, even though I know the ending, is it still worth me watching the film?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you know the twist, you pick up on a lot of things. Like I don't want to spoil it, but certain things like clothes and interactions, you notice it sticks out a lot more.
Okay.
You pick up on it, but yeah, it's really good. I do enjoy it.
Peter says, wasn't Janine in the animated Ghostbusters just a secretary?
Yeah, Janine was in the animated Ghostbusters.
Mike says, I have a feeling this new Ghostbusters will be underutilized the original cast, which will be a disappointing thing for me. I don't know. I think they're certainly there for nostalgia factor, but hopefully they're more than just a cameo, fleeting appearance. Hopefully they will have more effort in the story, but don't know until we see it.
Yeah, I want them to have. I hope they have impact in the plot. Obviously we don't have Harold Ramis for obvious reasons, but I hope we get to see a good chunk of Bill Murray and a good chunk of Ernie Hudson and Dan Aykroyd in there.
Yeah.
I hope they bring something to it. Really, really do hope so. But that previous comment about Janine and Ghostbusters, I was actually on about the 90s version of Ghostbusters, because I actually had a different set of cast, and one of them was female.
Was one of them called was it the show called The Real Ghostbusters?
Extreme.
I think Extreme Ghostbusters. There was a show in the 90s called Extreme, which a lot of people don't know about.
I know there was there was a couple, weren't there?
Yeah, it had Egon in it, like the scientist, which is like a new crew of Ghostbusters. It was actually I think you can watch the episodes on YouTube.
Yeah, because they're slowly uploading them.
Slowly putting them up, yeah.
Cool. Where are we now? Peter says, I would also very much like to see a concluding Alien prequel. They may not be good as the prequels, but when you compare Prometheus and Covenant to any other current sci-fi, they are pretty great in my honest opinion. Prometheus is, but Covenant, I just can't get into that one. But yeah, I'd like to see what they do if they did do a final film for the prequels. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, Prometheus and Covenant compared to other current sci. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. They're watchable. I think visually they are pretty good, but just story wise, they just lack massively, in my opinion. You know, they're two movies that just can't get that balance.
Yeah.
Peter says, I ordered Hellgate, our video off Amazon today. Anyone seen it? No, I haven't.
No,
What's it about?
I've heard
I've
of it.
heard of it, but I've not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Ooh, you have to tell us what it's about then, Peter. And we got Peter again. Oh, okay. Thanks for sorting that out about Ghostbusters. I've never watched
that's
it.
one that came up when I was googling.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've seen that before. But yeah, we are now at the end of the comments. So what's the time? Nearly 11 o'clock. I think we've done not too bad tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, Pete.
Yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure to have you on here. Whenever you want to come on, you're always welcome, Soph. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Movies with James for coming on as a guest. It was great to meet him and have a chat with him. Thank you as always, Andy, for coming on. Same with you, Ryan.
Yeah.
And same to you, Soph. And thank you at home for watching. Join us again next week at 7:30, where we'll be joined by Meg's Movies. So yeah. And oh, wait a minute. Peter says it's 12 here in Sweden, so you're an hour in front of us. And good night, fellas. Yep. So thank you everybody who's watching.
I didn't realise I was a man, but thanks.
Thank you everybody for watching. Remember to subscribe to everybody. Their channel links are in the description. And thank you ever so much again for watching. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Next